Y'all? You live?
Still doing the thing, though. The countdown.
No, we should be live. Oh no, I don't got an image yet, so we're not live.
Not live yet.
Alright, it's loading in. Alright, we live.
Oh shit, we're live.
Alright, here we are here.
It's been weeks.
It has. A lot of that is my fault. My bad.
Damn, Bird.
My bad.
Give it a sec for this thing to start. This shit right here, it ain't for the faint of
I have
heart.
to remind you.
man.
God damn, it's a pillow.
So give it a sec.
It's been weeks, so I'm actually just gonna steamroll through the AK.
Run through that shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run through this shit. I like to do skits though, but
I got you. I might say some shit.
maybe. We'll see what happens. How's it going, y'all? This is the Visit, aka Missing the Point like a Hugh Cats and Met Guns.
Damn.
Aka Lil Mac 10, Devil Joe on the Hunger Strike, the Robert Baron Wasteland, Earth is flat to a dumbass, 3X is smart fuckers. I got that stroke.
Blowing your back out.
Genius!
And
That
your
is a
mind.
magic reference, by the way.
Yeah, it is.
AKA Show Me the Way to Zamunda Forever.
That's a fact.
AKA Dick Good Love, which is my name translated absolutely. AKA You're on Rolling 20s. All kinds of bands. Sac Passe Na Poulet. Oh!
Creme brulee.
Yeah, I say that? No? Oh. I got Anyway. I forgot about the AKA Getting Black by Rad Jane, Bacardi B, Sean the Shannon, R. Kelly did it, Cannondorf, Shazak, your dumbass, never too soon for Epstein.
That's a fact.
Inspector Debt Collector, Bullet Billy Davis,
Billy
Memphis Lee,
Davis.
Drake the karaoke rapper, and Soul Good Guy.
You chilling with the Iceberg, aka Dog and Karada Namaste,
What?
aka Iceberg the Friendly Ghost,
Wow.
aka Mama Mike, aka Spikeberg Mike the Criticizer, aka Zinlig with an X, aka Deckmaster Elected G, aka Conspiracy Berg. The truth is out there.
What's the newest conspiracy this week? The fuck going on?
The whole Trump, fucking was impeachment shit is a ruse.
No shit. That's not a conspiracy. That's not. Keep it going, though.
AKA Cobweb Michaels, AKA Jared got the
Dusty as fuck.
receipts, AKA Cameron was kung fu fighting,
Seen him. She was crazy.
AKA Ice Bob Ross,
Private Unblock 3.
AKA Mike Wazowski, AKA DMX is my spirit animal,
What the
AKA
fuck is that?
True, we gotta change that. AKA Foreman Riemann, AKA Cannabis Knuckles.
Yo, knock his knuckles.
Knock his knuckles. That's it.
Hold on. You gotta explain, what the hell is Mike Wazowski?
The dude's from Monsters Inc.
Oh, shit.
The one eyeball. The dude who looked like he walked out of Monster Rancher.
See, I'm constantly missing the point.
Damn.
Go ahead.
Hey, yo, it's D. The D stands for whatever you want it to be, baby. Take it however you like. However it is.
Hey.
Mr. Man in every fucking fighting game. I'm the daimyo. Don't waste my fucking time, yo.
Like Fireboy.
Because I'm a busy man in the den with the grandest stance. Keep it a $150. We don't cut.
I'm sorry.
I keep it a $150 because y'all fuck with me. I be rolling from the floor,
As a bar.
hopping the charts from the bottom. I be on the floor doing the thing. You know what it is. Made off for ill-gotten gains because I'm Ernie paid off. Fuck out of here. Bro, it's the Vibe Merchant. And here's my cousin over here, bro. It's the Bracing Club, bro. I got sorted, you know. I got the riddles.
Where they
I be
put you?
casting us. Bro, I already told you, bro. They told me, I'm like, yo, you be on Gryffindor. I'm like, bro, I don't know the fuck that is. They're like, you kind of smart, so I'm gonna give you the, you know, you be Ravenclaw. Bro, I'm gonna do my own team, bro. Bracing Claw, alright? I cast spell with one hand. Don't need a wand, fam. Best believe Harry's a fucking waste man. Alright? And Valdi too, fuck that nigga. We got the peeps, bro. It's all good. I wanna feel this shit in my knees. It's all good, baby. Ask for forgiveness, never fucking for permission. It's the No Panda Commander. Go! Well, fuck's my Dragonator.
Nah, there was the impact.
Go!
There we go.
There it is.
That's
Got you, baby.
I was see Reds on the fucking audio.
That's a fact.
Breaking people's headphones.
Hey, baby, it's DJ Bolsonobi, the smooth jazz Shinobi, and who the fuck we got in my office right now? Fucking Rawls is back in here giving me that new shit. Oh shit, Cowboy Michaels too. What the hell, baby?
Hey,
What's
baby.
going on, man? You got a
How
song
you
for me?
doing?
What song you got?
I got that new Steely Dan for you.
Alright.
News.
Jesus.
Oh, shit.
But I think we need to move on.
Nah, get the fuck out. We gonna get the fuck out of my office. I ain't terminating that bullshit. Up next is your man's Flex Daddy D with the complex brews and the remedies. And it's the Il Rizzo Negro with the dopey yo-yos and the fucking Spice Girls and the Notorious B.I.G.s and all this other shit. You know, it's all good, baby.
Now, if we go through that reference, it's going to take forever.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Right on the head. How the fuck has it been, y'all?
Hold on, we got a guess.
Oh, shit, you right.
You're absolutely right.
Who the fuck's in here?
That was rude as hell of me. My bad.
I know, damn.
Y'all got a special guest joining the Thunder Pals. This is Lord, a.k.a. Just Lord.
That's it.
We don't need to go into any further details about anything. I mean, I'm here chilling with the Thunder Pals.
Feeling it.
I mean, we about to get this cracking.
Hey. What's poppin', Inkling? Inkling in here. What's up? What's
going on? Yo, call in the chat. Right.
Hey, we had to do what we had to do, Inkling.
What
you can't be
happened with
fucking
Fireball?
with the bag.
What happened with Fireball?
He got removed.
Oh,
Mike, you
shit.
did Fireball dirty.
Whoa. It's been weeks. What happened with
This
Fireball?
happened
it
yesterday.
literally
too.
happened
This shit happened
yesterday.
What happened with Fireball?
Bird, tell him what the fuck happened.
This motherfucker, we playing Smash,
I was
right?
tight.
And my man is
know,
over
having a
here.
good
My
time.
man
We
is
chilling.
over here taunting for like 5 minutes straight.
This nigga took 5 whole seconds just fucking taunting and
Minutes?
dipping. Yeah.
5 whole
Why ain't
minutes.
y'all just
Yeah.
kick him out the room?
Because
No,
the
it was
match, we couldn't
mid-match.
stop the match. Yeah.
Yeah, we was about to hit home on the Switch.
Son, I was about to shut the whole shit down.
But then we was like, all right, we gonna let you hold
We gonna
that
let you
shit.
rock.
We gonna let you hold this out.
And I gave him 30 seconds. I'm like, yo, explain yourself. All you had to do was say my bad or I'm sorry or whatever. He's playing dumb. He's like, oh, I miss fucking Billy Hill. I miss the old times or whatever. I'm like, say one more thing. Say something stupid. He's like, what? I don't know what. Snipe this nigga. Fuck out of here. I was like, light it up. That's what it is. We don't need no time. We got time for that shit, bro. I let you rock too. I'm like, all right, explain yourself. I'm gonna give you some time to fucking let the shit go. You know, say my bad, say I'm sorry. You know, I don't care. I was having fun, whatever.
Her old days. How long?
He been with us for a while though. He been
But
there since the
what old
beginning.
days? Like 2 fucking years.
Nah,
He been there. He was like the original mind.
I don't want to get into the semantics, but basically, when the shit was a Wild West and we had like no mods, Fireball was like, "Yo, I want to be a mod." I'm like,
Yeah.
let's go."
Yeah, we had nobody. Yeah.
Because I only had Samad at that point, so I was like, "All right, come on." And then we had a troll named Billy Hill, and he was fucking the whole shit up. But
Wait.
Fireboy was in there.
Is Billy Hill that one motherfucker?
Of course.
Gotcha.
Actually, it's a working theory that Peter Griffin and this dude is the same person.
They're all the same person.
It's like a conspiracy theory. Like,
Yes.
it is the same motherfucker.
It probably is, but anyway.
He has like 7 names.
Anyway, with
What you
Fire...
saying he came on with a new name?
All the
Bro.
time.
Yes. Oh my
got
god.
like
He got like
50
60 fucking names,
This
man.
niggas is banned. Why you got 60 names banned? That's what don't make no fucking sense.
Like, how many phones you done went through? I'm sure there's an upper limit.
This is crazy.
But, like, Fireboy and Samar were only 2 mods.
Yeah.
So Fireboy was, like, in there, like, get him out of
He
here.
was clapping fool.
He was clapping him bad. So he's like hearkening back to those times. I'm like, you're not a mod no more, and you know why? Because of shit like this.
He was just a little. He was too eager. That's what it was. He was like fucking up because like every time we do a raid, he was like fucking spamming, and then he had like some fucking a survey or some shit. I'm like, bro, nobody likes this shit. This
Yo, take my straw poll. I'm like,
straw. I'm like, what the fuck?
Nah, he's trying to promote his own thing. It is what it is.
he didn't have a thing to promote.
Then
Straw poll. What's your favorite day? Wednesday or Thursday? I'm like, the fuck does that got to do with anything?
And then he would say happy birthday.
Happy birthday to mother. And then when it's somebody's birthday, he fucking silent.
Silent.
I'm like, nigga, you ain't gonna say it. This your time.
So I was like, yo, I'm not wasting no
how
more.
many of these did that motherfucker have?
Bro, I don't know. He's just like a weird kid. You know what it was.
Yeah.
You can tell he's looking for attention, but that ain't.
Word.
That's not the way to do it.
That ain't.
Not at all.
Negative attention,
At
get
all.
your ass kicked. Speaking of which, so yeah, this happened yesterday. It's like, all right, so anyone who knows my background knows that I used to brawl and I used to love to do that shit. So I'm on the subway, and D already knows how I am on the subway nowadays. It's like fuck everybody else at this point. But in this case, I'm just standing still. I'm just on the rail, and there's some asshole standing next to me, and there's like fucking 5 people worth of space.
Yep.
And we're stuck over here. I'm like, you mind moving down? He looked at me and then like decided to stay still. I'm like, all right, bet. So I just like, bricked it, right? And then he shoved me down, pushed him back. He was like, yo, watch where the fuck you going. And I'm like, nigga, same to you. You got the space. And he was like, yo, don't get fucked up on the train. I turned to him. I'm like, good luck, right? I was in the suit, so he didn't expect me to go in, right? No, he was about to get bopped. Like, this is, yo. my body was shaking so violently. And it's like, I don't need shake for fear. It's like adrenaline. Like, I've been waiting to go.
About to hit this.
I haven't gotten into a good brawl in like 6, 7 fucking years.
Whole fact.
It's a whole fact.
That's a whole fact.
It's like I'm missing it almost. It's good that it didn't happen based off, the law and shit, but yeah, I was ready.
You on some Rurouni Kenshin shit?
Nah, well,
You're waking the Bateau side?
right?
Why are you shaking?
Trying to bring back the old me. Because it's like I felt myself grin a little bit. Like, I don't know if I actually did, but I felt like my face had that, like, the grin shit. I'm like, oh, this is about to be fun, but I'm like, nah, let me just not.
You didn't hit him?
Nah, he didn't hit me.
True.
I mean, he nudged me. I nudged him back, and that was it. Again, it was like the same, like the other guy that we dealt with a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
with the minor shove, and he felt it, so he moved to another seat.
He was drunk though. It was like 3 p.m. though. He was like, "Yo, you mind?" He was mad. This is Richard sitting down. You mind moving over? I'm just like,
no. He's like, you need to move your seat now.
Yeah, now.
I'm like,
moving over now.
I'm like, nigga, here's your seat. Shut the fuck down. So the woman and her mom were sitting on the adjacent seat. So if we were here, they were on the right. They ended up moving. He tried to shove. I moved back, and he just like, I guess couldn't take it. And he moved to the other seat.
I was just on my phone. I'm just like, I already know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Like, this is bad for you.
The only issue is if he had a weapon. Right? If he would have had a weapon and jigged me on the side, then D would have came in with the punch or the boot or some shit. Like, I don't think he was going to
I had a coat too. I was waiting, son.
It looked like Lord already got a fan, because Inkling is like, yo, Just Lord got me dead.
Just Lord got you dead. I got a good train story for you right now.
I
got a good train story.
My kid inviting this rip motherfuckers this place, putting us all at risk.
I mean, yeah, I'm on the train. It's crowded as hell. So I'm looking at this guy, and he's standing behind this lady. But I could tell he got the meats on the back. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at him, and I'm like, yo, this dude got his eyes closed. Like, why is he got his eyes closed? So he leaning against the lady, so I make eye contact with the lady, and I'm like, yo, this guy. So, yo, this guy right here, he putting the meats on your back. So she turns around, she looks at him, so he steps to the side. Next stop came, he got right off. You know what I mean? So she was like, I can't believe he did that. I was like, I can't believe I had to watch that.
Niggas be bold.
Like, how'd you not see that? Like, how'd you not feel that?
Yo, no.
She didn't, boy. My man was holding the rail just with his eyes closed, like he was in heaven.
If y'all would have saw that face was like, if you saw the Bernie Mac when he was doing the jokes, the quote unquote problematic jokes, that's the face he was probably doing. Like the retard face. Dude,
it's the DaPillaManz. You can say retarded.
Yes, DaPillaManz.
Absolutely right. I forgot I was like as far from PG as possible.
I use the meats because I don't know what you can say on here.
You can say every everything you want to say.
You say everything.
One of the AKAs that D forgot to say was demonetized.
Holy shit! I did.
Shit.
It was on this. I don't have. Yeah. You already fucking know this shit getting demonetized. You
On the spot.
On the spot.
Talk about finger popping, the zeitgeist and all that bullshit.
Inkling want to know what we think about the coronavirus. I'm caught with Michael, so you gotta educate me.
We're also conspiracy burgers, so you should know.
Damn.
Wow, that's a contradiction.
They out there eating bats, baby. Who knows where they come from?
Yeah, they say that Asian.
Luckily, I'm not drinking a Corona, but tish.
They wild. Chinese people did experiment.
It's basically like a super flu, from what I heard.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So they like shutting down airports and all that type of shit. I'm off for 3 days, so I'm straight.
They quarantined that whole spot. Nobody could leave. I think this dude was like just coming back to the U.S. from there. They closed all that off.
That's
Look,
crazy.
I know Resident Evil 3 is on the way, the remake, but nah. Don't do this in real life, please.
Wildin' though. This shit's real.
Oh man.
Oh, and we was going with
You ain't gotta worry, man. Trump gave him that coronavirus.
That's a fact.
Speaking of
I want to take long on that agreement, huh? That's pretty much what it was.
no, let's speak about that. So my conspiracy bird saying Trump thing was obviously up front. Let's put it into context. With this shit happening, how much bullshit do you think he got away with?
He got mad bullshit.
Like,
everyone's focused on the impeachment.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Did there say any news of him doing some extra shit lately?
Lately, he's been kind of quiet lately.
Like I said, man, it's pointless now. You're about to be out.
That's what I'm saying. You
Is he
on
though?
Well, I mean, if he wins again, I don't see how, but
I mean,
it's possible.
every other
We'll
impeachment
see.
we had, the president was still standing.
There's
No one's been
possible.
removed from office.
Yeah, what does that mean? Yeah, Bill Clinton doing all right.
Andrew Jackson.
You gotta remember, Bill Clinton had that black vote.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean?
That's a
That
whole
black
fact.
vote, baby.
Black people
a whole
love
fact.
Black people can
some
understand a
reason.
man getting some
love
brain. They
Clinton.
can
I mean,
understand that.
that one, yeah. But
Shoot, Toppy and
outside,
Aubrey.
you know,
I don't think Bill Clinton did anything wrong besides cheat on his wife. That's about
No,
it.
no. I mean,
People do it every day.
Wives get cheated on every day, B.
Every day, B.
normally I would say that part is fucked up, but then it's Hillary, so
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck her.
true. Yeah, she's probably wilding anyway.
I don't fuck.
I'm not sucking your dick.
Someone will, baby.
Think about it this way, Hillary probably had her side piece too.
Oh, shit.
True that.
That's a whole fact. No one even goes to talk about that.
Because no one wants to think about that. This is gross.
Ain't nobody checking for Hillary.
Yo, I'm down with the HRC. What you mean?
Then you could be down by yourself.
You
Who
got
the fuck
that.
said that?
That was some dude. Some, I
It
don't
was
know.
some dude on Billboard, but I still cared.
Nah, he was wild. He was chilling mad hard. He was like, yo, man. Son, why so hard, though? Seriously? He's like,
Down with the
every-
HRC.
HRC.
Like, that ain't even the question.
Every second, yo, Hillary's the greatest. And that's what she need to be the commander in chief. I'm like, bro, relax.
Like, why are you borrowing about Hillary right now?
Son,
Oh, shit.
it won't matter anyway because the virus won't last long. Yeah, made in China. There's a lot of people in
That's
China.
a bar. Wow. It won't last long. It was made in China.
Oh, England?
England about to get on the Nintendo site, bro. What the fuck?
That's good shit.
First of all, yeah.
That's good shit.
Yo, England, when are you going to get on this podcast?
Legit. I don't know. We'll see.
I'm about to open up Discord or some shit.
That's a whole fact.
Yo.
That's fucking real, bro.
Yo.
That's suddenly a bar. That really has one. Alright, fuck it.
See,
What else we
I
talking
told you rap is easy. I keep fucking with
Rapping is not hard.
Rap's
Just
not
make
hard,
it
no.
make sense, yeah.
Just can't be.
the hard shit. The hard shit is the Eminem shit where you gotta have triple entendres
layers
on
and
shit.
That's not that bad.
That's
You gotta
good.
practice it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like anything else. It's like doing push-ups. You know, you don't fucking... You can't watch how to do push-ups. You gotta just do the shit.
That's a fact.
No, that is key. You are correct.
You can't watch a video walking up with
That is key.
You gotta do the shit.
Man, you reminded me of Super. Fucking this dude watching the Mafuba.
What was that?
Fuck this podcast.
Playing live for y'all, B. My bad. That was AKA Just Lord.
That was instant replay.
Just Lord.
That's what we need as an instant replay. This shit has like a 6-second delay, so we could. What this nigga say? Turn it right up.
Just
So how you feel about that pre-release, Rizzy? We ain't played Magic
Oh,
and mad long as shit.
Yeah,
y'all over here playing paper magic? Like, what's that
I know, it
about?
was crazy.
it's fucking great. That's what it's about. Look at this new legend. And while we talking about
Good
it. So,
shit.
yeah, essentially, the last time I remember playing even legitimately, I'm not talking about that little brawl thing that we did a little while ago. But I think it was, what year? It was an Almaket. Y'all did the Almaket without me.
Yeah, it was years ago, bro. Like
Damn.
2012.
And then before that, what was the one before that? The Conflux? I think that was the
Yeah.
last one that I actually did. How many years ago was that?
Like 7 years ago,
Something
bro.
like that. So I was still watching
Something.
like the Talarian thing and all
Nah,
this
we
other
be
stuff.
watching
And the
it.
lore
It's good
of
content.
the thing. I'm telling you, man.
It's good shit.
Lore makes all the fucking difference. There's a bunch of
fact.
games out there that have no lore, they have no story, they have nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a disconnect. But this one, I was into the game for this long for the story.
Yeah, you gotta feel connected.
Like the character arcs and the
And
development.
the
and all
art, that's
that.
pretty much it, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, you mentioned it was a pre-release. I'm like, oh shit, we gotta try it.
Yeah, niggas was trying to go. So
First one was sold out.
Yeah.
So we had to find another one.
Two of them shits was sold out, yeah.
So
The
we
one
had-
we went to was sold out, but they had like a waiting list.
Yeah, we had a waiting list, and I was in there, and they went in there, and was like, all right, Rich? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what about him? We ain't out of room yet. Then we ain't fucking doing it. And she looked at me like kind of upset. The other dude just like hopped on as soon as you could. It's like, Opportunity. Just grabbed the
Yo, he just hopped in.
What's
up, Gamey
He's
Pie?
like, get the fuck out the way.
Piney?
Get to the front.
Yeah, that's a new Twitch person.
Who that? Oh, welcome to DaPillaManz. Hope you're ready for some
Gamble Pie me. We're doing great.
for some fucking hot takes and bullshit.
Oh, it's a fantastic shit. I hope this is your first on the pal.
This
I'm
is-
here at DaPillaManz.
This is the first DaPillaManz.
All right.
Oh, you missed a lot.
Yeah. It's all good. We'll catch you up. But
Yeah, we'll catch you. But yeah, after that though, it was like, then they finally got a spot for me, Andy. So we had a compete. I didn't see D till the end of it.
That's a fact.
Like we were just like placed in
I
different
see you
things.
in the finals.
I see you in the finals.
Basically.
Like,
There was bad people. It was good shit.
word. That didn't exactly happen, but it was like, you know, it was still pretty cool. I got a 2-1.
Yeah, I was 2-1 too.
2-1. Yeah, we was out here.
I
We
was
were
some
winning.
try hard. I was like, because we was playing the same colors, and like he was like doing crazy shit. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna switch colors because I had none of the shit he had, so I'm just like, all right, I'm doing this wrong. Cool, fuck it. So I switched it up. My man's at the end, he was like, yo, you want to just split the shit? I'm like, that's a smart business decision. Yeah. Because he's like, the winner wins 3, and then the loser loses to get 1. So I'm like, yo, we just do 2-2. I'm like, that's fucking smart. But busted his ass, though. But then, like, at the end, you could kind of tell he was like, mad worried. Because I could have just left with the shit. I was just like, here you go, man. He's like,
Yo,
thank you. Thank you. I was like, come on, bro, word is born. Like, it's real shit. Like, of course. He's like,
yo, that happened with my other match too. You
That's
saw
it,
that too.
yeah.
It was like the first match. She was like, "Why don't we just split? If we do that, I get 3, you get 3." I'm like, "Why don't we just play this out?"
right?
It's like,
That's option 2.
because you saw I had a couple of ties. The first match is a fucking wash. Keep in mind, if you don't know Magic, the game starts at 20 life. I was at 46, and I got him down like basically negative 18.
Wow.
It's like,
Damn.
You guys
fuck.
ass beat.
Damn.
The second match though, I didn't get what I needed, and then he ended up winning. So then we started to talk about the split for real, for real. It was like, oh, you do a tie though, we're only getting 7. So if you just get the win, which pretty much was gonna happen anyway, if I had the time for it, then we'd get 8 and we do a split. So that's what we
split,
ended up
yeah.
doing. So
That's good shit.
but it was cool. The mechanics are cool. It was like we trying all these fucking poverty games. Like what was it, Warhammer?
I can't, man. Yeah.
Argent.
Why are we fucking building
All
this
this
shit
shit.
ourselves? That's some dumb shit.
Everyone
For
plays
someone
Magic
else who
forever.
don't give a fuck.
Magic's almost as old as me, and I'm like 35. So
Facts.
like,
That shit is old as fuck.
it is old as fuck.
But it's good. It's good. It's
fucking
legit.
good.
It's legit business. Like
I think the
it'll
reason-
teach you, you know, how to fucking reserve list. It teaches you how to fucking
I
move
think
money. and
the
shit like that.
reason though why we tried the other games is because Magic was on some fuckboy
They
shit.
was.
They definitely was. Especially with their rotation and shifting and rotation. So we decided to say fuck all that and play Commander. Called it a day.
Facts.
The pre-release of Commander.
Fuck it.
Solves both
And I'm fine
problems.
with that. Yeah. You don't gotta fucking be all invested. You just play. You get the best of both worlds.
Get to play
without
for
having
fun.
to fucking.
We
you
can
know,
finally play Commander now.
Yes.
Yes.
Why do you think Why do you think I asked D about the shit for you yesterday?
Yesberg. You're
Why-
fine.
why you think
you're
I went to King's yesterday because I took the
exonerated.
day off and I got on this shit.
Age reveal. Oh, dang.
What?
England is
Commander
tracking you, Rick.
Ninjutsu. What the fuck?
I know it's just the ink age.
Yeah, we all.
know
England,
what?
we dusty as fuck.
Here's the thing,
England was born. It wasn't even born when Magic
Actually,
was out.
I might
It's
be
crazy.
35. Actually, I'm 34. I become 35 later this year. But yeah,
Yeah.
same shit.
Yeah,
Now
where
we
old,
was
where
in-
old this shit be? I don't even know why you watch this shit.
Seasoned, bro.
Watching us because we're fucking
We know
amazing. That's
shit.
why you're watching us.
Txbergy, you got to give a shout out to Inkling. Actually, you didn't even look what my man said. My man told you he got back with Olivia. You know what I'm saying? So look at that.
Oh shit, that's
Pay
me.
that mind. I
I
see
saw
you
it.
out here, Inkling. You know
Bro,
what I'm
that's
saying?
like a
That's
day.
the Lord, baby.
That lasted 16 hours.
I mean, I saw it. I was gonna wait for him to finish his point, but yeah, good shit, England.
That's all right.
The question I want to ask Inkling is she subscribed? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
No, she's a
Is
mod.
she-
She's a mod.
She's super subscribed. She wants it.
All right, that's all I want to know.
Yeah, that's what's up. Look at that. We got fucking love in the fucking
I mean, that's what's up, though,
mind squad and
England.
shit.
There you go. That's what's up, Inkling. But you're right. Don't trust them. You know what I'm saying?
Still
That
don't
is
trust.
key.
Don't trust these hoes, bro.
That's key, bro.
That's key.
You out here.
All right, we with it.
Oh, man. So, quick question.
What's up?
Lord, a.k.a. no a.k.a.
Yes. Only Lord. Solo dolo, you know.
Yeah, y'all motherfuckers keep playing with me. I want to do these ciphers, yo.
Nah, man, that's it. I'm not a rapper.
You keep saying y'all, but you already have my verse.
Not a rapper.
Well, that's
I don't hear that shit.
Rich is ready. Word.
It's already recorded. Get the fuck out of here.
Time to write my bars down, bro. I can't be just coming off the top of the dome. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, dude, I can't freestyle either.
Hey, you give me a beat, I could go forever. Let's fucking go.
You have Discord? Yes, we do. Bro,
I need
play
like
that
6 bars to
Discord
get into
channel.
it, then I have like a forever flow. But
You still didn't join the Discord yet? You've been here a minute.
God damn, yo, get on that Discord.
Get on it. Now,
Back to the
question.
thing. Yeah, I was asking. So, Lord, you came a long way out. Wait,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you. Wait. Let's just say a long way.
I live in Jersey.
Let's say.
I live in Jersey. Kind of deep. I'm saying, but I'm here.
Like, so, what brings you here?
I mean, I just went over some things with the Thunder Pal about a business that I'm trying to start up. You know, we all trying to sit here and make some money. You know what I mean? So we looking to throw a little party. You know what I mean? And we call it the Social Fix / Gamers Fix, you know. And we're going to start promoting it soon.
It's coming, baby.
It's coming very soon. I mean,
Very
hopefully
soon.
everybody can attend our event.
That's it.
I mean, we're going to hit everybody with the information on later Thunder Power podcast and other things like that. You know what I mean? We just want to get this little ball rolling. Once we get the steam, I mean, who knows what it can be.
That's it. The fire going, baby.
Yes.
No, we got some hot takes. I heard some shit.
Oh yeah, we did.
Oh, yeah.
So which hot take we gonna start with? There's quite a few that I heard.
couple.
Nah, let's go with the start. The
So
last
everyone's
episode,
talking about Eminem. Let's get that out the way.
let's get the Eminem first. Yeah.
Alright, y'all motherfuckers
I
need to
heard.
stop hating on Eminem.
Why?
Because Music to Be Murdered By was the album that should have came out when Revival came out.
Is out here murdering fools?
Yo, Trader Joe, what's a large Jamar? He killed the shit out of everybody.
Nah, it was pretty good. Bird played it. It was alright.
Yeah, it was great. I think my favorite song is Darkness because it's a double entendre in itself. Like, he's talking about his struggles with being famous and, like, dealing with all the criticism and shit. But then he also akin the same lines to the Mandalay Bay shooter. And if
Yeah, that's a whole fact.
and
Yeah,
if
that
you-
whole song was the whole. It was
and
like
then
a
if you
preference
watch the video, it's like literally like playing out how
shit. That
he
one was the
thinking.
darkness.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that shit
Darkness.
was crazy.
That shit is
was a good
crazy.
song.
He has another song where he does that. I can't think of the title right now.
Give me pie, we got you. Or pie, we
yeah.
got you.
And if you
it's all
have,
good,
like,
baby.
because I understand, Eminem has made some dud ass albums in the last couple of years.
It's been a
I'm not even gonna hold you. I like Revival. I like Revival, but I can understand why niggas hate it.
Sam's Cabanas, you know.
Oh, that shit was like, yeah, M loves that shit now too.
Say what you will about them duds, but you get a dud and you sell for $1 million. I don't call that a dud,
That's my
baby.
favorite bar.
Say what you
I
say
said
what
like
you
4
want.
million when I put out a bad album.
Shit.
Say what you want.
Say that.
Say what you want.
Hey, my $10.
That's money in the bank right there.
So yeah, let's stop it.
Nah, it's good. You redeemed yourself. It was good. That's good shit.
He redeemed himself to
enjoyed
me
that
on Kamikaze. But if you still are in this camp where you don't make good albums, alright.
Oh, yeah, no, it was good. It was good. It was good shit.
Look, more than likely now. You just putting them out for fun.
Yeah.
He's literally
Also,
doing
you
it
have
for
to
fun.
really prove shit. Really.
Got nothing to prove.
He said it as much too. Like if I was in it for money, I would have been stopped. So
Yeah, at this point, I
Yeah.
mean, they're beyond the last people to get the money at this
Yeah.
point. Like, it's even further now. You know, so.
like, he's in a spot where he could put Black Thought on an album. Like what?
That
Black
collab
Thought-
list was crazy.
Black Thought needs a new job, though.
He's like the rapper / spokesman of the. What's the group? Oh, the Roots. Yeah, the
Roots.
Yeah, the Roots, but he's like.
It's not even
he's
the Roots
on,
anymore.
He's
It's
on
just
Jimmy
him
Kimmel.
and Quest. This is literally.
Yeah, but he's on Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah.
I mean, they make
got
money.
the check.
though.
Yeah, they got the check.
They got the
They're
check.
good.
It is
They
what
got
it is.
the steady
but
check.
That's literally the bag.
That is the bag.
So you got a gig every night.
That's right.
Hard fucking work. I knew somebody who was a bassist who runs these, who goes into the TV and shit like that. Some Asian dude, I forgot it. And what he used to say was the amount of work that you do beforehand is insane. Like, you're not in there for 5-10 hours. You're in there for like 12-13 hours before the fucking show.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh wow.
And then you do the fucking show. And if it's live, it's even worse. Damn, Bird. Yeah, you might want to
My bad.
turn that shit down. Fucking up the cat.
I literally turned it on.
Combat mics don't know how to use a phone.
God damn.
Yep. That's a fact.
Got his flip phone out.
Wait, I was
My razor.
Don't let him disrespect me, Shopper. That's the new razor right there.
Yo, I want to see a
Got his
flip phone.
sidekick ready.
Imagine a
razor.
flip phone that can play a video though. Tell me that won't be sick.
That'd be sick.
Screen would never break. Like, fucking shattered. Especially if it opens all the way wide and becomes full on. Yo, actually, I kind of want that now. Now I think about
New
it.
razor.
Yeah.
The new razor.
Oh.
Look decent.
Yeah, we moved.
Definitely look decent.
Yeah, so.
Where we at? More hot takes. Wait,
It was
what were you
another
gonna
hot
say
take.
before?
No, we was about to get into that one.
We're
hot
getting
take.
into all the hot takes.
Because the last episode we went off on, was it the last one or one before that? We was all Star Wars. How I finally saw it.
Yeah, that
all
was
that.
awesome. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think?
So we got some other hot takes.
Right. Lord, what did you like about Star Wars?
Man, I thought it was a good movie. It wasn't that I don't agree with what y'all was saying.
All right, get into some
I heard
specific.
y'all specifically when you was shot back. I think one of y'all was talking about how she was pulling and she didn't know Chewie was on the. She thought Chewie was on that ship.
The ship, yeah.
That she was pulling out of.
Wasn't he?
Nah, he wasn't on it. Because if you clearly watched, you saw another ship leave before she started pulling that other one.
And that whole scene, there was the one shit.
So why was she?
I saw another ship going up before she started pulling that
All
other
right,
one.
let's see. Hold on.
Maybe she didn't know either.
We gotta go
Because
to the
if
tape.
she's trying to
Obviously, somebody was sleeping during the movie.
pulling that
That's
shit?
all I'm saying. Somebody was sleeping during. That's what it sounds like. Somebody was sleeping during that scene. Go get it. Go get it, niggas. I know I saw 2 ships up there.
Jared got the receipts. Hold
But was there a second ship? That is the question.
Where was the second ship?
Where was that shit?
And why was she pulling that ship if not to save Chewbacca?
Well, she was, but she had to.
Zach, yo,
So she got to do just
She had to force pull with somebody else.
She was looking at a different ship too.
yo, just put Ray kills Chewie. And with a question mark.
Ray
Oh shit! Why did it result?
Every fucking go. I know how to find shit.
Oh shit!
See that scene?
Whoa, turn that down. I hear it through my shit.
Oh fuck, my bad.
That ain't the best scene. They're just showing you the pull.
All right. Go behind that then.
Up until that point,
Alright,
is
so
that.
All right, hold on. Pause that right quick. Go back a little bit. Go back. There's a fucking this whole open ass desert. I don't see no other shit. And
Again, they're focusing on the pull. We need the scene when it
But
starts.
that place is mad barren. There is no other ship
We need
inside.
the scene when it starts.
all right, is that one longer than that clip? No, it's not. All right, fuck. Where was that? Was that Tatooine or Jakku? Oh, there we go. Look like someone bootlegged it. On their phone.
No shit.
How the fuck you recorded vertical? What kind of stupid shit?
Yeah,
is
he
that?
was already.
All right, so
He
this
was
is
too excited.
Ray showing up.
He had his razor out.
Okay, so this
That's
is
one ship.
This is only slightly before that.
Right, because why are they struggling? Why did he not want it to go? Why would she pull the
Yeah,
ship?
why was Kylo pulling it in the first place?
We need to see before that because basically I remember.
If there were 2 ships,
Cause I remember her trying to race a fucking X-wing, chop the fucking wings off somehow. And then, well, Jedi.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this mystery.
Let's find out because this is some old bullshit to me. It's like he's safe. He's not fucking safe. While Conspiracy Berg looks at this, what else about the movie? What else about the cast did you disagree with?
Like I said, I thought it was good. I thought it was good. I don't see where y'all see it was really that bad of a movie. It was better than the first one.
I mean,
Here's my main problem is Palpatine. Why is he even in there?
my main problem is all the stuff that they were doing in the second, they forgot about it. That's my issue.
Yeah, that too.
Like when you have situations where, her going into dark and looks like he was trying to traverse, Snoke is being taken out within his first scene, he dies.
that was crazy.
I'm like,
Hold up. Damn.
What happened? There's 2 ships?
There was a thumbnail that showed 2 ships. Fuck.
Looks like Lord was correct on this one, aka no name.
No name. You got it.
Hold up.
time.
Was it? Alright, so that's the problem with the movie for making it not clear.
Why, yo, show me the screenshot.
What that tells me, people on this cast, these guys were sleeping during the movie.
Do you blame me?
Somebody was catching Z's.
Yes, I got some good rest that day. Go back a little further, down.
Discord, yeah, Discord's here, bro.
All right. We're going to find out, and we're going to amend this shit, because I don't see
That doesn't alleviate the multiple problems.
There's a screenshot of 2 ships, ain't there, Txbergy?
2 ships.
But Photoshop is amazing, and I know how to use it. So, yo, in the actual video, it shows another screenshot, and they don't ever show that, which is ridiculous. That's
See, y'all only wanted to see what y'all wanted to see.
I wanted to see
y'all
the movie.
judge it badly. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened.
I wanted a cohesive
I went in
plot.
there neutral. I was mad about fucking Palpatine from
There was a
Rift.
lot of good scenes. Yes.
No.
Did they make sense? Not particularly.
Because here's the thing about that second movie. I heard all that vitriol about number 2.
I like the second movie.
Even when y'all was talking about the dreadnought, basically, you know how many people live on that dreadnought that he just killed?
That's
How y'all gonna disrespect the dreadnought kill? He killed like at least 100,000.
That's a fact.
Wait.
Yo, when he,
That in the
got
second
rid-
in the second movie?
when he got rid- when he used all the bombers.
When y'all said, "Oh, he just took down the dreadnought," that was whack.
So how many
I
fucking
said that?
dreadnoughts they ended up having?
Look,
It
don't matter. That one dreadnought got at least 100,000 people on it.
I mean,
So if you want to disrespect my man Poe put that work in.
no, here's the issue. Here's the
The movie disrespected Poe because they did. What is he doing though? Is he
Let's
force
go
sensitive
back
or
to
not?
Dreadnought real quick.
All
Let's
right,
go to
yeah,
Dreadnought real quick. Here's the
What happened to
problem.
Dreadnought?
Like, yes, he may have used. Let's say the bombers had, let's say, 10 people per ship versus the number of people there. What about percentages though? They had those bombers were it. That was it. After that, they had 0 defenses. They were getting fucking targeted. That was like 40% of their fucking shit.
Well, I mean,
For
they numbers was low
Empire,
anyway.
That was like 0.2%. It's like, all right, we have 2 whole movies to get to you.
Right.
And it took everybody else showing up at the end for anything tonight.
Right, mad boats
Like,
and
so
shit.
percentage-wise, I'm like, I don't know.
Look, if y'all want to explain, okay, now I agree with that. Now they had all them damn Star Destroyers out there. Where's all those people at? I mean, fighting the Republic. Now I can understand that.
Now they finally
I
say-
mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, at that time, like, who? But y'all gotta get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Like, real talk, for me, that's what it felt like. But we still gotta figure out that scene though, because like,
so basically the question is comparing it to episode 1, 2, and 3. You gonna say that these are not the better movies?
These are definitely the
better
better
1, 2,
movies.
and 3. But
Yeah.
if we talk about 4, 5, and 6. it's
No,
not
not the
bad.
classic.
And
No,
compared to the
not
books,
Not
it's a lot.
that's the original. You can't disrespect the originals. But episode 1, 2, and 3, yeah, way better than those.
Oh yeah, no, that's a fact. In the of the original trilogy, the only part I liked really was the 2-minute fight scene between Darth Maul and Obi-Wan. At the end of it, it took like a whole 2 hours and 40 fucking minutes to get there.
Right, to get it.
You know, that was the thing with fight scenes. It's like you see people actually turn off the music and just let people brawl. Like, yo, this is a fight that's happening. It's not. We're not trying to make it epic. This is what's happening, and it adds a bit of immediacy to it.
Nah, they just messed it up because instead of making Darth Vader a badass, they made him a weenie boy.
Exactly.
So that was probably the only bad part about that.
I hate you.
That's what I hate
They
you.
always do that shit. Like,
You crying all day, man. Get him out of here, man.
is this the scene?
I think it is.
They just showed. They said this one's getting arrested. He's getting arrested. Now, how many people bootleg this fucking movie?
Yeah. There's 2.
Nah, thank you, Txbergy. The conspiracy has been solved.
There's 2 ships.
What did I say? Did not tell you.
Damn.
Do they show that shit either?
Y'all to watch y'all movies clearly, baby. Somebody was sleeping.
Sleeping on what? What is
Txbergy got the evidence right there, y'all. 2 ships.
So, for plot's sake, why was she pulling down the second ship?
Because she thought Chewie was on it.
So we all thought Chewie was on
Y'all all thought Chewie was
That's
on it.
fine.
I mean, but I knew I saw 2 ships.
That wasn't the question.
That's fine. You got
2 ships.
All right, you explain that one, but why did Ray die?
What do you mean? That I can't explain. That was dumb. That was dumb. I mean, I figured she just overused her powers. That's all I figured. Yeah, I figured she overused her powers, but that was dumb.
How do people understand how bad lightning is, let alone force lightning?
You're right.
You gotta understand the actual force of lightning. It's like 32,000 joules. You understand what 1 joule is? 1 joule of force is equivalent to getting hit by 10 buses.
But see, here's my
10
problem.
buses.
But here's my problem.
32,000
They
repeatedly. She was gonna die. Get the fuck out of here.
No.
Or else why?
No, here's my
There's
problem
no way
with
she
it.
wasn't gonna die.
Here's my problem with it. Throughout the first 2 movies, they set up Rey as this like prodigy out of nowhere, kind of like how Darth Vader was.
Yeah.
Like she's doing shit that doesn't make no sense for like a fucking greenhorn Jedi to do.
Right.
So how the fuck is someone this broken, who ends up being a Palpatine, gets owned by Force lightning? I'm not buying it.
What do you mean gets owned?
She died.
It's lightning.
Let's understand this.
She got hit. That's how
You
she
gotta
died.
remember, her powers ain't unlimited.
Right.
It's gotta be a threshold to how much she can use.
And let's look at all the
got
lightning
hit.
throughout the series. See how this works. Remember the old first lightning when Luke got?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was dead.
Yeah, but it was like,
saved his
just
ass.
whatever, right? And against Mace, it was the second.
So y'all not acting like Palpatine when he was using the lightning. My man was all.
I gave Star Wars as props. This is the first time Palpatine actually looked good. Fuck all these ships.
And the second one with Mace was again localized lightning, which wasn't that much. This motherfucker was destroying fleets with the third one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which you should have done from the start. This is not for people. This is meant for ships, right? The fact that she died from there, I am perfectly okay.
Yeah,
with that.
I'm okay with
I
that.
am fucking fine with that. I have zero problem with that. There's no way
She
someone
could
should
die. He could give her energy, but why did he die? Why did he why did he fade off? Since when
I don't know that either.
I was stupid as fuck.
Gave her all he had left.
They
They disappear. Yeah, they disappear when they
it's
use.
like if you're killing me,
Yeah.
you just like disappear.
Right.
Luke did the same shit when he showed up in
Yeah.
episode 8. So it's like that's a thing, but you know,
It's dumb.
It's canon.
Alright,
It's canon.
It's canon.
It's canon.
Right there.
Yeah, Olivia, if you don't say nothing, we can't say what up to you.
What's up, Olivia?
You can't
Olivia's
be like, what if I was here from 10 minutes ago? Like, you wouldn't say nothing 10 minutes
We
ago.
don't know that.
Say what up.
All we see is the data. That's it.
Oh, this is Inkling's Olivia.
Yeah.
How you doing, Olivia?
What's going
and
on?
what's going on, Iman? I see you on there too.
I mean,
What's up, baby?
YouTube, more people.
All you gotta do
Y'all
is
see I
add
was
a
here for
little
like 10 minutes.
Iman
It's like
to your favorite drink.
All right, we just gonna tell Olivia, make sure you treat my man Inkling good, baby.
That's it.
Talk to him nice.
Talk to him nice.
Streets is talking. Streets is talking. That's all I'm
Now, if
saying.
you're talking about us not looking at chat for half an hour, that's regular.
Maybe. That's normal. My
You scroll
bad.
down and get to y'all eventually. The fact that we on at 6 o'clock, this is for y'all. Normally we're on like 11, 12,
Yeah,
1 in the
facts.
morning.
Yeah.
You know, but nah, we were doing this. It's raining out. It's nasty out there, so it's all good. Are there any more hot takes involving Star Wars though?
I'm good. I'm at peace. Cause like my thing was, Star Wars is kind of dumb anyway, so whatever. I like lightsabers. I like certain things. The plot was never all that great anyway. All the sub shit, that's the best shit to me. The main movies is kind of like whatever. Mandalorian, fire. Clone Wars, fire. Everything else is like, whatever. I'm kind of cool with the Skywalkers like being, resolved.
I do not want to see another fucking main movie with a Skywalker. Not
Facts.
one.
I can see that. They make money.
She's young.
Oh yeah,
She's
true
She's
that.
very profitable. She's a pretty girl. She's marketable. And she changed her name to Skywalker. There's no fucking way they're not making another trilogy.
Well, she's Rey Palpatine, so
No, she's Rey Skywalker now, bro.
At the end of the movie, what's her name?
I know, but she's Ray Palpatine.
The original cut had her just be, I'm just Ray, nobody. But then they.
Why did they change it?
Because, bro, niggas was mad at the Last Jedi. What was that? Last Jedi, right?
Yeah, The Last Jedi.
It was
I
pissed.
like the last.
I like that movie. That movie was good.
I would pick out of all of them, that was the best one. to me,
Yes.
Last Jedi.
It had something to say. It was like, yo, we're not doing the regular shit. We're gonna fucking throw
And
you
other
for you.
people did some badass shit too. Again, we gotta go back to the fucking light speed through the whole fleet.
Yeah, that was great.
That was great.
Now that is a good move because that was one person versus 1,500 or 15,000.
What else are you supposed to do?
That's a great
The only thing I feel they messed up with on the second one is they probably should have, with the first one, she should have been training with Luke. I mean, so we could have got more of a training aspect because you didn't really get that.
Yeah, I agree
He
with
just,
that.
he just wasn't fucking with her. He's
Yeah,
like,
you didn't really get the
whatever.
training aspect of working with her. I mean, they did that. That was like a quick thing for them to do.
Also, I feel like they dropped the ball. Like, why are you giving Finn a lightsaber if he never gonna pick it up again? That he dusted 2 dudes with a lightsaber, and then he's just gonna forget about it.
Just like how they forgot about the relationship between him
the girl
and
from Game of Thrones, the big girl that was like,
she do
where was she in the third movie? I thought she was coming back.
Nah, she died in the fire. She fell down, and that's it.
She died in the fire.
If Palpatine could fall from who knows where? Who knows where? I mean, to where?
How Star Wars works is that the body has to disappear on the screen for them to be dead, or I gotta see a spirit.
Yes.
So Han Solo. But we don't know yet. We don't know
Just
yet.
tell me who caught Palpatine. Somebody must have caught him.
Iceberg, you were saying that was a ghost. I saw it recently, and yes, I am just part of your memory. Or this is your memory.
That's what he said, yeah.
He literally fucking said that.
100%.
So that one
Han Solo can't force ghosts. He's not a Jedi. He's just some dude.
All right, fine.
He actually said,
I can see that
fucking
one.
ghost.
Yeah.
Because that's probably me being pissed about Palpatine.
He's just pissed in general.
Fucking Zach.
And all the funny shit is I do a good Palpatine voice.
Yo, you're a peak Palpatine, bro. Every other is fucking sentence. Are you mad? Or you pissed? Are you impersonating a bad fan?
I wish I had that kind of force lightning, though. God damn. Any kind of force lightning.
Don't even shout.
I mean, I could get a taser, but that's besides the point.
Wow, relax, bro.
What?
England coming to our defense, but ain't really. It's all good, baby. Chill.
Yeah, word, relax.
Now, they say y'all, why say y'all, I was here 10 minutes ago. We don't know if anyone's on unless they actually chat.
That's
a fact.
So, there you go. You could have been on the whole hour. In fact, we could have had plenty of people on for an hour when I say a word, which is cool. Y'all listen to my
yeah, people want to chill. You can
Participation is not required.
You can lurk.
It's welcome.
Yeah, word. You want to lurk? That's fine.
It's all good.
Damn.
Oh, man.
AKA Lord doesn't agree. Participation is key. That's all I'm going to say.
Bars anyway.
There's always a negative person in the group, and I'm that. You know what I mean? So just let y'all know that real quick.
That's it. Participation is mandatory.
Mandatory.
It's 10%. 50% of your grade.
That's that Txbergy shit.
There'll be a test on this.
Oh, man. Speaking
All right, more hot takes. Is it? We cool with Star Wars?
Yeah.
I'm pretty cool. Like I said, they're all dumb, so it's...
Actually, I'm about to actually play the Star Wars games that just came out. Not the ones that just came out, but the other ones with Star Killer in there. I'm about to see, because those are technically canon. So I kind of want to hear about that.
True that.
So I'm going to go through those. I'm going to go through those.
360 joints?
Yeah.
I got them joints. I played like the first one, but I ain't really... I got to a certain point, and I just stopped.
Yeah.
But it was alright. Yeah. I mean, the mechanics could be a little bit better, but it was alright.
Yeah.
I heard the second one was better.
It said the ragdolls is like weird and shit.
Yeah, it's super fucking weird. They were weird since Jedi Academy, right? Back in the Xbox original classic days.
Yeah, the new one that dropped, the new one is fire.
Yo, this Lord guy needs to chill.
Which means that Lord does not need to chill. So,
Not at all.
we need to do the reversal chill. We need to get
Look,
this
boy,
man
don't
down,
settle
man.
me down, man. Let me just keep on going. This is how we're going to keep it going.
This is literally the best podcast I watched just because of Just Lord.
You call you Lord Lord.
Is that a fact?
That is my name.
That's it. Lord
You are
Savior.
correct. Lord. That's what my mama gave me, G.
Fire. Hallelujah.
I mean, for many years, I went through school. Lloyd. Now it's Lloyd.
No, it's not Lloyd. No.
Lloyd.
That's an R.
Then I just got you. Yo, you just go ahead, man. You can call me Lloyd, man. That's all right.
It makes you feel
That
better.
makes you feel better.
better.
Make you feel better.
Feel you got some kind of complex? I got you.
Oh, man.
As someone who had their last name butchered to hell, I understand.
Same here, bro.
I can't relate.
You common ass name, motherfucker.
Is it though?
Darren Hurt. Well,
It's a word. It's an actual word, though. That's the problem.
It is. Yeah.
That's the
It rhymes
issue.
with shit. But yo, that burst was good. I mean, you know.
I did not know how to pronounce your name for like 6 years.
Yo, my mom was wilding because she would see your name pop up. She's like, "Who the fuck? It's Showbotnik." I was like,
That's the first thing I asked her. I said, yo, Shopberg, where you from, man? Like, where you from at, man? Where you get this name from?
she thought it was a scam. She She thought it was Dr.
Scared.
Shabbat. Like, wow, you mixing shit.
That's a
It's
bar.
Dr. Robot, nigga.
She don't even understand how that's a bar because I love Sonic. So that's a
I'm like, whoa, she mixing
Iceberg,
shit.
I think that's another AKA.
It might be.
Dr. Shabbat. I'm like, nah, what are you talking about?
Oh shit.
Oh my god. Yeah, I thought I saw like the first time I saw it, it just says like shotgun or some shit. That's what I thought.
That's a common one.
It's like,
Shots, man.
I mean, real fans know my last name because I changed it. Before I changed it, I had my government up, but since we get attacked by trolls, I don't get that.
I thought you actually changed your last name, like legitimately.
No.
What would you change it to if you had to, or you
fact.
wouldn't?
I wouldn't.
There we go.
What I want to know, who's trolling?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Who's
Not no
who's
more.
the troll?
We
Are
getting rid
any
of
trolls
niggas.
on here today?
Maybe.
I
Show up
mean,
later.
because now I'm here, so I want to see a troll. That's what I want to see. You live under a bridge? Where you at? Where the trolls at? I mean, that's what I'm looking for.
Got troll hunters.
Show under the
The
tag.
troll hunter Lord, chill.
Word.
Don't feed that nigga.
By the way, that's another bar because troll hunters a show.
Show under Lord. We make it AKAs now.
Yeah, just making them AKA. So
Make it a
you
make
gonna leave with a few AKA.
It's just Lord. What the fuck you talking
Just
about?
Lord. AKA.
Oh man.
What other topics y'all want to talk about, man?
Yeah, what else we got? You got any hot takes? What's up? Anything? Well,
Anybody that's viewing got any topics y'all like us to talk about?
Exactly.
bring it up.
We got
Bring it
6
up.
of y'all in here. Let's go.
Lord, top 5 rappers, go.
Oh.
Come on, I'm a classic guy, man.
That's
Biggie,
it? Bring
Nas,
it up.
Jay,
Ooh, okay.
Jay the Kiss, and Fat.
That's it.
Shit, boy.
All right. That's legit list.
That's who I
That's
grew
it.
up
It's
on.
pretty
So
standard.
I can't go further than that if I ain't grow up on.
That's true.
All right,
valid.
I'll give you the other 4, but why Fabulous?
That's
I'm saying it like that because that's how it's
You
spelled.
crazy if you crazy if you don't hear my man Fab punchlines,
I mean-
boy. Fab got the punchlines for days.
Does he?
Yes, he does. I mean, and he got the hits, man.
He do have the hits.
I
I
mean,
give
it's
him
on
that.
my playlist all
He
day.
relevant.
I mean, hits is cool.
I mean, to each man his own.
That's
I mean,
it. That's
all.
really-
Each
all right.
man his own. What's your 5?
Ooh.
So I could critique you.
This fucking list.
After this, England wants our opinion on Fork Knife, but that's fine. Go ahead, Rich.
All right, fine. So Aesop Rock, not ASAP Rocky. Get it right. Aesop Rock. If you've
Rocky.
never heard of him, please do. And please do.
I'm gonna go look him up.
And then listen to him with the fucking thesaurus and a dictionary.
That's true.
That's a whole fact, though.
You definitely don't.
You need to be sober
You need
as
an English
fuck.
professor present so he can give you fucking the background and the fucking explanation of shit. Cause this shit is
Yeah, people think Eminem is bad with the words.
Nah, what?
And the thing
Aesop
about
Rock
him,
be wildin'.
he rhymes entirely in symbolism, but
Yep.
there's a whole underlying story with each fucking song that he has.
Yeah, he be
he
talking
produces
like-
his own shit, and he has like instrumentalists go and produce the beats.
Things at once. And
That's my number 1. I listen to one song about 1,000 times and still don't fucking get it. Number 2, I'm actually putting Kendrick on there.
Woo. Good shit.
I'm putting
Yeah,
Kendrick because he's like the inverse of that, where most of his speeches is very easy to actually pick up and understand, but then you get a certain vibe from it. That's why that.
He's all vibes there.
Number 3, Jean Grey. People need to stop sleeping
Get your women up.
because she's a fucking behemoth. Like, besides the fact that she's a woman, she's a fucking behemoth. Like, she's a beast. Like,
Behemoth.
period. As far as number 4 and 5, I don't even think I have a number 4 and 5. Like, Tyler, the Creator's gonna be number 4.
Ooh. It's my 5 shit.
It's a personal pick, I guess.
Yes, that is a personal pick. So that's fine. That's your critique on
that's
it.
fine.
I'm waiting for the
Personal pick. I wouldn't
critique.
even have the Tyler's Creator nowhere in the lineup.
That's
But
fine, because
okay.
that motherfucker is very problematic.
Nah, he's real. He's real.
Very, very problematic.
You be talking about shit that you be thinking about real.
Nah, I respect that he keeps himself relevant, but you know what I mean?
Hey, who the fuck is number 5? I'm not even sure about number 5. I'm going to have to come back to you with that.
Eminem.
Nah.
DMX.
Nah.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
You're just gonna give away my whole shit.
who's your 5, Shotbird? I already know X's on
Because
there.
keep in
I don't
mind,
even
this is
gotta worry
episode
about that.
26, and we've
I
had
seen
this
you at
combo.
karaoke, boy.
We've had this combo in like 7 to 8 podcasts. So let's keep it brief.
My favorites is Eminem, DMX, Busta Rhymes, Kendrick, Ludacris.
Lit.
That's a decent. I don't know about, but Luda's alright.
Luda's got
Luda's
Luda got bangers. He definitely.
Luda is underrated.
For ATL guy, yeah.
And aside from bangers, just like the skill that he has in certain things is very like underrated. Yeah. Like there be some things that he'll do with a song, like he'll add counterpoint in a song that no one would understand that it's actually counterpoint, like Splash Waterfalls, for instance. Like the song that make love, fuck, whatever. It's like one series of lines would be nice and sweet, and one side of the lines would be pretty much dirty, and he'll follow that point throughout the song. Exactly. So he'll have counterpoint with himself over and over and over. So
I like Luda because he's a comical rapper. So.
Yeah, that's true too.
But and that's the thing, like, like he also is comical, but he has that extra layer of shit that's like
he got
it's
bars.
If
you heard his battle raps, he got bars.
Yeah. He even did like Llama Llama.
You know he was killing us. What was that joint? Stomp? He went to work on T.I. on that.
Damn, I'm up. All right, cool. Number 1, MF Doom. Don't at me. Because the thing about MF Doom, he's not like, because what he's doing,
that's rough.
I just don't see other people do. Like, he's kind of like the line. He's the measuring stick. I'm like, bro, if you're not putting this many references in whatever you're talking about and then rhyming it and then putting a stupid goofy ass spin on it, as well as being serious with it, I'm like, bro, he has the whole fucking dictionary and wordplay and storytelling on lock.
Another thing he does with a lot of his rhymes is like, as far as cadence is concerned, he doesn't do standard 4/4 cadences. Yep. Like he'll do a 4, he'll do like a 5/4. He'll add an extra bar to an end of a measure. Then he'll do another like an 8, but he'll extend that to 11. But then the next bar would be like a fucking 3/4. I used to play in the band with him too, so it's like that's all that shit's coming from. But it's like he used to do. He does so much weird shit that you're not really supposed to do in rap.
It throws you off balance.
Exactly.
Way off balance.
He shows you what you can really do instead of just 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. He'll be like something and something else. Bam! I caught up in the time. Blah 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 blah. Then standard shit. Oh, we'll throw it back to the top of the chart where we was talking about.
Yeah, he does that all the
while talking about shit you don't know. He's talking about like old ass reference from the 30s and type of shit.
He raps like a jazz fusion drummer.
Yeah.
Because I can't keep up with what the fuck
it's hard to keep up. It warrants multiple listens. That's like the really main thing about it too.
He had a whole album about food. I mean, that's all you got.
Yes, he did.
Because he could get away with it.
He did.
Yo, he had these kings. Doom.
Plus Doom. Doom is number 1 villain in Marvel.
Yo, he was kind of an asshole. He had this thing called Doombots, right? He had a bunch of people with the same physique since he raps in the mask. He has them like kind of learn like how he raps and his voices and cadences and shit like that. And sometimes he'll have multiple live shows, but no one will know which one is actually
his own like show. The Marshmallow dude with the marshmallow.
Yeah.
Like nobody know who he is.
But even then, he won't show up to his own show. He's like, yo, fuck it, I'm a villain. So he embraces the whole villain aspect.
The fact that he can get away with that.
It's like, all right, cool. Like just as far as skill, like everything. Like he's got the persona, he's got the skill, and like everyone else. I'm just looking. I'm just like, yo, you could do that, but like, listen what this guy did over here. So, number 2, probably 3000, because like
Andre.
Yeah,
Andre fire.
I give it
that.
Andre, I grew up with it.
I remember that song 16, and this nigga did like a 38 bar verse in there.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's not what the song was fucking called.
Right.
His verse was 7 fucking minutes.
Yeah,
and it was his life from like when he was like 7 all the way until current. I'm like that. And he does this shit all the time too. Yeah, that's a good one.
That's that. Yeah. So Dre, like I said, you want to try to lump in Outkast, but Big Boy's alright. He's good. He's okay. But like Dre's that's the dude. It sucks that you kind of have to separate them, but it's what it is. I like Kendrick because Kendrick kind of got me back into rap because I really wasn't fucking with it like before.
You're right.
Like 2014, I'm like, yo, this ain't for me. Like they wilding with this trap shit. Like these other guys is talking about some other bullshit, and then Kendrick drops the fucking album. I'm like, yo. This is crazy. I like, what was it, To Pimp? No, yeah, it was Mad City and Mad City. I was just like, yo.
I remember that got me breathing with Dragon your best.
That was Section 80.
They giving you those real life stories. Yeah. That's what people want to hear, man.
I'm just like, yo, I feel this shit. And then like, yo, let alone the fucking samples and jazz and all that shit.
Oh, it wasn't even jazz at the second, like after that? Yeah. To Pimp a Butterfly, it was Flying Lotus, which is a beast. Then Thundercat.
That's the whole Bay Area.
All the fucking songs.
Yeah, he was just on it. He's just like, I don't need the credit. I'm going to just be on this shit because I fucks with
we can listen to the bass line way we know it's you.
Yeah, everything I know is you.
We know
Exactly.
it's you. Like, no
Yo,
bullshit.
I don't buy albums.
That's
Like,
a fact.
I think the last album I
Oh yeah, you
bought.
bought one. Nobody buys albums.
Nobody
one
buys
buys
albums no more. That's be
I
come with your
bought
music
To
at, man.
Pimp a Butterfly.
Bought that shit. Yeah,
That was
support it.
literally the
That's
last
valid.
album I
Bird
bought.
put me on too. I'm like, you ain't
Because
hear that's a pimp? I'm like, what the fuck you
That
talking
shit,
about?
like, yo, because I liked Kendrick before.
Like, he's like, we ain't never
Like,
getting
he-
the
like, he
niggas
was doing
money.
some
I'm
shit.
like, Berg, that's from like 2006. What are you talking about? He's like, nah, that song. Listen, I was like,
Nah.
You know what's
I was
crazy? So
surprised.
here's how it was, right? So I used to live all the way out in Queens, right? My girl lives kind of like down the block from here. You know, my son lives over there too and whatnot, right? So sometimes I come here Friday night after work to just relax. That way I have a quicker trip over there.
Right.
Saturday morning, I was literally getting ready, about to hop in the shower, just getting ready to go. But he was like, yo, listen, he threw
I forced it.
threw the phone at me. He's like, listen to this shit. I'm
wasn't
like,
ready.
what? The whole
I'm
hour.
like, don't skip nothing.
I'm like,
listen to the shit. The whole shit.
I'm about to sit here for an hour.
I did throw the phone through.
I heard the first song and it just kept. I'm like, I didn't even bother to fucking change it. I was like, yo, D,
Makes
your
sense.
phone's dying, you in the charger. So I can finish this shit. Like, that's the first time I've listened to an album that was
Yeah.
front to back on the spot
Front
like
to
that.
back. I
Most of the
hadn't
songs I
listened to
usually
a
skip
whole
around
album
until I
in
listen
a
to the whole
long
thing.
time. Like
Yeah.
that shit brought it brought it way back for me. Like, wow, this is what y'all can do. So I will shout out like Kendrick. He a real one for that one. That's real shit.
Let's see if we can speed run the next week because we were sticking to this
Yeah,
how long
I
that we need
stuck
to.
on that one for a minute.
Because it just demands respect, man.
Yeah, nah, it's good shit. DMX, because that was my whole childhood. Like that was hard.
You gotta remember again too when you see him live, you gotta critique everything, stage presence, and
Yeah,
DMX.
hell
Like
yeah.
I've seen him live a couple times. Like nobody got stage presence like that, man.
I seen an old video of him
Seen
at
that
like
man out there
Coachella.
sweating buckets.
Yeah,
out there
facts.
still performing. You know what I'm saying? So that stage presence,
You got it all. You got it all. His personality, like, and it's too. Like you hear him, you already know it's him. There's no imitation.
Hey, old bitch. What's the answer to number 7?
I remember
man. He let the
ATF was
drugs
a whole
get him,
story.
man.
Like,
right, yeah.
ATF was a 2-minute, 30-second story, and it wasn't like a story of his life. It was a minute. It was a story of that 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened. Boom, boom, boom.
Damien
Opening
and
door,
shit.
ATF, and I was that whole shit of him running. I'm like, that was the edge of the fucking seat.
I heard Damien the other day. I was like, wow, this is OD shit. Yo, I thought that was him.
The only time when Dragon was good.
I don't think it was
time.
him though. Was that him?
That was it.
Crazy part, I used
Dragon.
to see Dragon all the time. And that's the crazy part. When I was like 18, 19, I used to work in Pathmark. And the dude used to come buy cold cuts with me all the time. I'd be like, yo, Dragon, you going buying cold cuts, buddy?
Times is rough.
He should have never. He
That
should.
shit optimal,
Here's what
bro.
should have happened. Like he did Drag On, right, and all this bullshit. He came in as Damien. That shit popped off. Then did he pull out an album before the second Damien came out?
How many Dragon songs I remember?
Exactly.
The only song I remember is what's that? I'm
like, fine. Every 2 seconds I check it off.
What's that?
He had one though.
He
He's
did these
right.
bars to make your head shake, something like that.
Yeah, but it was like a fire reference
The
every
only
2
joint I
lines.
remember.
Yo, it's bad that
Yeah, he used to say like "flame on" all the
I
time.
remember more Chingy songs than Drag On songs. This is a problem.
Here's what should have happened. After Damien won and that album, the Dragon album flopped, he should have just like, I'm Damien now.
Fuck it, yeah, basically.
Just be on
rebrand.
this shit the whole time, and
Straight
it would have been
rebrand.
fine because he was fucking great in those songs.
That was perfect. Yeah, that was actually.
But then Tech 9 would have been mad at him.
How? For what?
He did that shit too.
Fuck that. I used to have Tech 9 somewhere on my list. I used to actually listen to some of the stuff, and like the bars ain't there. Like the flow and the cadence is definitely there.
Yeah.
He raps like he's a fucking drummer, but the bars ain't there.
Yo,
And Worldwide Chop, he's a beast as far as the musical part of it.
I got a hot take.
Oh, Bird.
No more fast fucking rapping. That goes for you, Logic, Eminem, fucking Tech 9. We get it.
More fast.
Y'all can Twister, we get it. Busta Rhymes, we get it. You can rap fast.
But here's the thing, though.
Calm down, relax, breathe.
I'm gonna fight your hot
2020,
take.
no more fast rapping.
I'm gonna fight your hot take because the fast rap, all it needs is bars to accompany it. Like, remember,
I really take if you can't understand what they say.
That's
like,
true,
us
too.
not
You dance
understand
well,
Twister, a little.
Killer Mike, he did a good fast
Killer
rap.
Mike is right.
What was the song?
Even Jay-Z did fast rapping, so
He did.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's how you deliver it. You know what I mean? It's
And,
really
and
delivered.
here's the problem with fast rap because like my brother used to do rap before he had passed or whatever, and I was just writing some bullshit bars. I never called myself a rapper. I can do it. I never called myself a rapper.
Right.
Writing a fast rap is ridiculous because what ends up happening is you're fitting way more than you need to in a 60 bar space. You run out of ideas before you get to the end of the verse. Yeah. So at that point, you start adding in throwaway lines, or your songs get much longer. So that's kind of what the issue is with all these fast rappers. There's a lot of bullshit in there that doesn't need to be in there.
Like Rap Out.
Yeah, yeah.
It's an ill song, but I'm like, 6 minutes of all this fast rapping. You got like 12 minutes of content, and a lot of it is like filler.
That's what the problem is with fast rap. That's really is. So again, going back to Killer Mike, what was that song? I'm not sure if it was. No, it was Respect. Damn. Yeah, dog, we iller than the mug and the coke spot getting penetrated in those spot by 2 hard pipe, and they're like, wait a minute. And I'm listening to the thing, I'm like, this is a really fucked up scene for anybody involved with it. It's like, what was the thing? What did we say we was at the free release? Like 3 out of 4 people enjoyed it.
This is the DaPillaManz podcast. I'm sorry for those who are offended, but not really. Studies have shown, guys, it's documented that 4 out of 5 people enjoy a gangbang.
Besides that one motherfucker gang.
Yeah.
That fifth,
The one who's getting got.
I'm gonna have to agree. Can't be negative on that one. Gonna have to agree.
it's sound, it's scientific.
Gonna have to agree. I mean, I don't know about everybody else there, but I got a couple in my day. I took down a couple in my day. I know.
You like it or you don't.
There you go. I know.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm good. I don't know how I feel about this.
I have one.
Because you said yes.
I have one question.
What's
up?
How bad was the rotisserie?
Throwing spit roast. Like, you fucked up. Oh, God.
Number 5. What did I say? Number 5?
Thank you. That was a great segue.
It's only controversial because I don't think he gets enough respect. Let's give it Kanye. What's up?
Fuck Kanye.
What about the artist though?
Nah, I'm done with him, B.
You done? Listen,
Done with him, B.
hot takes. Yes, he's trash.
Listen, man.
Yes,
When you move
he's
to Wyoming
garbage.
for no reason,
Listen,
that's it, man.
I'm Michelangelo.
I'm not talking about that. Let's talk about the art.
You ain't see that man at the church?
I know. I'm not talking about that.
Excuse me, could you be quiet, please? I'm talking. I can't do it,
Listen.
baby. What's this man doing?
We
out
know
there?
he's crazy. We know he
Shit in
done
the
lost
church?
it. But does it take away from his skills as an artist? That's the thing. Because, like, for me, I respect wholeheartedly the art of sampling. I respect it because it's paying homage to what became
Does
before
anybody
you.
know what his album
No, we
did?
could just turn it back on.
I'm not worried about the new one. Let's talk about the
I
era
didn't
where
hear
he
a
was
damn thing
relevant.
about it. So
That shit was garbage. I heard it.
I'm sure.
This was garbage.
Here's the problem.
However,
here's
he
the
had
problem.
an era, and yes, he did. Don't
Here's
you
the problem. Here's the
delude
problem.
yourself.
Here's the problem with Kanye. Up until Yeezus,
Right.
he was fucking the fucking savior of
That's what I'm
rap.
talking about. That's fine. Fuck you.
That
Fuck all
was
this other
fine.
shit. Because clearly he
Up
has.
until the Kardashian,
Yes.
he was the savior.
Yes.
After that,
That's pretty much Yeezus.
That's fine.
Pretty much Jesus. That's
We
exactly
still-
what
no,
it
but
is.
Yeezus, I told you, I didn't like Yeezus the album, and until I actually went to his concert and like he gave like eulogies to every song, and then I can understand
You got
the
it,
song
yeah.
more. Then I can understand the song. So then I was like, oh, hold on, this drums is kind of fire.
I understand.
Now that he's explaining it.
As a full concept.
I
It
understand
works.
what you're saying, but like if I'm like going in to listen to an album, like your fucking eulogy explanation ain't there. So I'm listening to this shit, I'm just like, this isn't College Dropout. This ain't 808s. What the fuck are you doing?
Now, here's the thing. Some people, like, as far as trying new shit, you're allowed, of course, you're allowed to try new shit.
yeah.
Otherwise, it's more of the same,
gotta
right?
figure it out.
But when you go into certain directions and whatnot, like, again, you mentioned the eulogy thing. I'm not sure, I didn't hear that. But
because his concerts are crazy.
Did it happen,
did
it happen after the album came out, or did it happen like?
Well, like during,
and even like during, like when he was touring.
Yeah, and he'll call back to his old songs. Like remember we saw that Late? The only video of Late, there's no video. It's like him doing the shit live. That shit was fucking fire. He had like a whole orchestra and shit.
Yeah, like the way he did it,
the
way he did the concert was fire.
As far as, like I said, he's
all that
Disney,
Walt Disney talk.
Right now,
I don't know what he was talking about.
He's hot garbage. But let's not discount that
Andy
era
Warhol
where he was relevant. These are the things he wants to be. Fine.
And then this whole church shit, right?
This is where he wants to be. That's fine.
Look, he's gonna have an album with Snoop Dogg, so. You know Snoop Dogg with the whole gospel shit now too.
Is he?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a phase. That's a phase for Snoop. I'm sorry, Snoop Lion, really?
Snoop. Now you knew that was a phase.
Especially in my formative years, you just can't take away what Kanye was doing and the shit he was spitting. Because like the thing about him, like the samples, and then he's like the minimalism of his delivery and his bars and shit.
All right, let's do some separation real quick.
What's up?
Kanye the rapper, is gutter fucking trash. Kanye the producer. A1.
The debate. What do you mean by the rapper?
I can't agree with that.
Just because he's minimal, it doesn't mean he's bad.
It's not even because it's minimal.
Wait. When are you talking about Kanye? You talking about new Kanye or old Kanye?
I'm talking about new Kanye.
Not old Kanye.
We're not talking about new Kanye.
Hot garbage.
Because as a producer, he still has that skill.
That's fine, though.
Like if you listen, like. Yeezus was a concept album. So as a producer, you made a good album based on the fact that you created your vision. This is what you wanted. Right. You produced it well.
Right.
But it didn't hit. You had like 4 songs, if that. And it's really 2. But people kept trying to bail you, your black skinhead was good. It really wasn't.
Right, it wasn't good. No,
but I'll give it to you.
Also, Watch the Throne was after Yeezus.
Watch the Throne's a different animal. He had to work with Jay-Z.
Right, he don't fuck it up. He came correct. He's like, yo, I ain't and also he never fucks up anyone else's shit.
Yeah,
he'll do weird shit on his own time. Even like, he produced what's his name on Pusha T shit.
That's true.
Yo, with the Jay thing, Jay would be like Kubrick with 147 takes. Right, nigga, get that shit right. The fuck,
shit, bro. He's about it. Like you can't take away from his genius.
So in that case, Kanye reminds me of that fucking one Smash player. Was it Isaiah?
Yeah, hell yeah. He's all about the show.
For anyone who knows about Isaiah, he was Captain Falcon. Isaiah, he's a Captain Falcon player. And you
probably the best player of all time.
But the problem is he doesn't put he gives literally 0 shits for his own work.
Yeah.
But when he's playing in teams, he's the fucking biggest monster on the fucking planet.
Or a hype.
He's like, I am not gonna let
He's all about the feel. He's all about the people. Yeah. But like, if it's just him competing by himself, he doesn't fucking try.
He doesn't give a shit. But for other people, it's like, I am not gonna mess with you.
Yeah. He never lets nobody down.
Inkling was like, I like how 90% of the podcast is about rap.
It happens, bro. It always happens.
What up, Inkling? You want us to get to that Fortnite, man?
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to say?
We're trying to change, but here's, you got to understand, when everybody comes into this podcast,
we got to ask the
top 5.
We
don't ask favorite rock artists or favorite instrumentalist or whatever.
We should.
We kind of should.
We should.
Favorite instrument? I get
favorite
it.
Instrumentalist, favorite musician overall, outside of just rap too. I mean, that's pretty interesting.
Because there was a point that I wanted to get to. My favorite artist, period, is Hikaru Utada, the woman who makes the songs for Kingdom Hearts. Because she produces her own shit, and she believes in making new creations. I feel like she should kind of dub that so she can make it here, redo some of your good Japanese songs here, but whatever. I respect her pen. I respect how she creates shit. She had an experimental phase. It was trash. So everyone's allowed to experiment, but after a certain point, you got to get back on the ball.
Yeah.
Like Eminem had that problem. He wanted to experiment. He was bored. He was like, yo, I could keep doing Slim Shady, Marshall Mathers, Eminem show shit, or I could try to say something. And you know what? He tried to say something. It didn't work. So he went back to finally to where like it's a point where it's like, and it was a concept album that he made the music to be murdered by. He did something that was receptive to everyone.
One sec. Inkling, in chat, let me see your top 5 musicians if you can't relate. Yeah. We'll help you out with that.
Word.
Top 5 musicians.
He just wants y'all to change the topic.
Yeah, he's just like, I can't contribute to rap.
That topic.
Fortnite sucks, by the way. Yes, it does.
Yeah,
what's up, Cookies?
Cookies, what's good, my guy?
The fletchling. You an arrow person? Is that what it is? Fletching is an arrow.
Or that bird from fucking
I think it's the bird from
Okay.
I don't know as much shit. Let's see. All I listen to in terms of rap is Nicki Minaj and Doja Cat. Like, y'all don't listen to them or like them.
Step your game up on that. That's trash.
You gotta take a dip in the past,
Step
bro.
your game up on that.
Take a blast from the past.
mean-
Doja Cat is red.
Okay, see, I don't know much.
Doja Cat is a literal joke.
I don't know much about Doja Cat. But
She's a literal joke. She's a literal parody.
Yeah, she's literally.
She's
a
an
meme
actually
rapper.
she does meme rapper.
But my opinion on
Doja Cat's bad, though,
my
sorry.
opinion on Nicki Minaj is that she could have been one of the best female rappers out if she would have kept to her shit and not went pop.
She had to do pop. She had to stay relevant.
What be the Black Lady Gaga? I'm good.
100%.
I'm good.
That whole fucking image, like, yo,
I'm good on all
that was what's hitting.
Because here's the thing, around that era, like,
what's
people
selling.
weren't really winning on bars. I mean,
at all.
keep in mind, one of my AKAs is Drake, the karaoke rapper, which means basically he looks at lyrics and he does them
He
over.
be stealing
He steals
mad
shit and just raps them. That's basically what he does, right?
And people are cool with it.
Right? So think about that. If people are cool with that, what
that
makes you
Drake
think, oh, for
though.
her skill, that would have
Right,
done
it
anything? Especially
doesn't
for a female
matter,
rapper at this
man.
time.
You gotta give
Like, she
people what they
needed
want.
to segue into an area that actually does more work with female artists, unfortunately. It's unfortunate it has to be that way, but that's what the case was.
Yeah. It's
Right.
unfortunate, but you gotta ride the
But
beast.
why can't she do both? Because Kendrick did that. Everyone was like, oh, I don't. Because there were people, like, we love the To Pimp a Butterfly album, but there's a lot of dissension.
Kendrick's a dude.
That shit, dude. What's
They
this
were,
black
what the
positivity
fuck is this
bullshit,
shit?
You
nigga?
gotta understand,
I ain't
Kendrick.
trying to be woke. I'm trying to be lit.
So he put out Damn for those people.
Look, Kendrick's a dude. That's
But
basically what it is.
also he's a dude, yeah. He's
You got,
not a
keep
pioneer.
in mind, Jean Grey is on my top 3 list.
Yeah.
You understand the level of bars and shit that she had. She's a fucking monster. Who the fuck talks about her?
That's true. Not relevant.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Missy's top 10, but nobody's talking. Nobody
No
knows
one's
about
She
Missy.
talking
She
about
just
this.
got her award.
She got some
She got an
shit,
award.
though.
She did.
That
But
still took a while.
She a legend, so she don't really
She a legend.
I mean, at this point, yeah, now, like,
Now, yeah.
after,
But back
2
in
years
the
ago
day,
now.
Because you got, if you think it's a different era now, so like her
It's
music
different,
wouldn't. I don't even think it would hit like to
Because it was mad
compared to what
Yeah,
everybody else was
until
doing.
it was
Drake
experimental.
sampled
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
very experimental. And
Because she was like the first big girl you saw dancing,
Right, yeah,
and
she was
doing
everything.
all extra stuff. So,
She had bars,
I mean,
she had flow.
And you know what's crazy? Even the
Sam
cinematographer who did the
was a good team.
videos, that motherfucker was a beast. Because you understand,
true.
like, if you understand anything about
She had
frame
the
rates,
videos
right?
on lock, too.
If y'all play games, and this is a gaming channel, 60 FPS is smooth. 24 FPS is what a movie is. That's why there's a little bit of emotion blur that we're used to.
Yeah.
If you see a movie on like one of these screens in the fucking Best Buy, why it looks weird,
Yeah.
they put in a different frame rate. For her, half of her shit with her movements, they should shoot at like 15, 16 frames a second. Like if you look at Spider-Verse,
Yeah.
if you look at Miles Morales versus everyone else, he was shot at 15 up until the end where he kind of finally got into his shit.
Don't at me. That's probably the best Spider-Man movie of all time.
There's no at me, that is.
I agree with D on that one. AKA, that was the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say.
Sorry, Marvel, but like, yo,
Excellent
Sony finally got a good
soundtrack.
one.
Excellent soundtrack as well.
The soundtrack was mad grounded.
Yo.
Mad real. For the
was
subject
great.
matter.
Now, we are
You felt the bond, like, yo, that's black families. Like, yo,
It is.
that uncle, yo, he died. I was like, oh no. I felt that death more than anything. I'm like, yo, fucking Tony Stark.
Even
that
with
fucking-
Prowler, had
look
the
at
sound
the
effects.
Prowlers,
I'm
yo.
gonna have to watch
Yeah,
that.
the
You
what?
I got the DVD. I got the DVD.
Oh, you got the
I
DVD?
Nah, bro, show yourself the door. Show
Yeah.
yourself the door.
You
gotta
know I
go.
watch shit.
You gotta go on your way home. Go put it on your phone.
You got Blu-ray
watch
player?
it on the ride home.
I will let you borrow that shit.
Literally going into that theater, I'm like, I don't fuck with Sony.
You off
These
tomorrow?
niggas is garbage.
You watch that shit and
My
you
wife was like,
fucking
I think you
at
might
me on
like it.
WhatsApp and you let me know how you feel about that.
I'm like,
I'm sure I love it because I like Spider-Man.
I wasn't ready.
I
I'm like,
saw it
yo.
and I bought it and I saw it like 2 more times since
I'm like,
then.
why is it so good?
Yo, by the way,
was
we
hit. It
are
was
gonna
mad
have
real.
to hit chat because they've been
My
wild.
bad, chat.
I was
That's
about
what
to
I'm
say.
saying.
My bad.
Freedom over here.
All right,
My bad.
all right, hold
I'm a
on.
Christian. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the wrong podcast.
This is a wrong podcast for you, my guy.
You got an atheist? Who's the atheist?
England is what it is, or by it's what it is.
All right, hold on, let's go back first. Let's go back.
This is real shit.
So let's see. We completely skipped.
Guys,
the
don't
Fortnite.
hate in chat. It's all up, baby.
Listen,
completely
baby,
saw
we don't worry what religion you are, baby. You're all welcome.
It's all good.
Let's see. That
Lyrical
and they saying the
rap is,
Fortnite
yes.
and saying Fortnite tucks. By the way, I agree. So I don't think there's much of a combo.
I mean,
there.
I'm not a Fortnite player. That's AKA Lord, so
Yeah,
That ain't happening right there.
I was never on it.
I saw the black hole though. That was alright.
was
I
hilarious.
seen that.
As
pretty
far as
funny.
cookies, how we doing? I know it was a while ago that we said this, but yeah, clearly we're good. I mean, you feel the vibes and energy, all that.
Feel the vibes.
Please like the stream if you're is. That's our Nightbot help, talking to y'all and shit. So I'm reading the Nightbot.
Like the stream.
See, Fletcher, y'all about to smash
Got
some
some
Mario
debates
or
in the
shit.
damn chat.
It's like you contribute to the
Asking
convo.
for smashing Mario.
Mario, Inkling, he wanted to change the subject.
And Fletchling the bird from Pokemon. Thank you for the
What
clarification.
Mario are we talking about here?
Exactly.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
all
You
I'm
got to, but Mario, you got to be specific, buddy.
Yeah, no, he was saying he thinks we're about to, so he couldn't contribute to the convo because that's pretty much what we do. For
That's
the
cool.
most
The
part.
top 5 is out here. You just have
Let's
to
see.
get that
I
out.
feel that Nikki has a good singing voice and that she should do more of that, but she just switched to rapping and hasn't done much singing in a long while.
Reverse. See, that's the age. You see, the younger people see her as a pop
As the
star.
singer thing, but
they don't know shit about the rapping. They don't know Nicki from the block. You used to see her like every other fucking week in Gyro Brewer, right?
she was there. She was there.
Like Nicki. Oh shit, I know. I see
Her
her.
and I call in back.
Papoose was in too.
Thinking back, I saw 50 once or twice too.
Yeah,
Like
there.
they were just there. Like 3 of my best friends that lived in Gyro, bro.
Gyro,
Like right,
yeah.
fucking there. They're just regular ass people, and then they said fuck y'all, and we never coming back.
So since they want to switch it to gaming, what's everybody's top 10 games of all time?
10 shit.
Well, let's
5,
before we do that, let's actually get to the rest of these, and then we're gonna get to that.
Okay.
cool.
Because we're at the last draw down. So listen to that anymore. Alternative rock and indie. Listen to anything I like. Lyrical rap is fire though.
Yes.
Except gospel. Fuck religion. Well, here's the thing. I agree with number 2.
Yeah, the gospel kind of not.
I don't agree with number 1 because gospel, real gospel is kind of dope.
This is true. The instrumentation of gospel
We
is on
played
some
for
other
a
shit.
gospel
Yes.
band.
I will give you that.
Good fucking luck.
Yeah, we couldn't keep up. It was terrible.
That's just
We're just doing
it's
shit like
jazz
that.
fusion, basically.
This guy's crazy, so I'm just fucking.
It's just following along with this guy. Yo, this
He
guy
can't hear me anyway. So I'm just
The first time I met this man, like this, D told me, he's like, yo, they need a guitarist for the band. I'm like, cool, I went there, D wasn't even there yet. He was giving me a fucking chords, like, here's what you do. So it's this chord and this and this and this and this and this. He did like 18 chords in a row. It's like, you got it? I'm like, I got the first one. Let's just try that shit again.
Hey, you got it?
So I had to write out chord sheets as he was doing it and play them shits live the first time. I'm like, I don't even understand. Like, musically, I don't understand it.
I can't read.
It's
It's
great.
like,
It sounded great
read
coming out the
music.
guitar, but I did not understand what the fuck I was playing.
Get it?
Shit. You got
See, I'm an atheist and a bisexual. Get out of here, Christians. Let's not say get out of here, Christians.
Yeah.
Inkling, that's a good music list you got right there. That's decent.
Yeah.
That's decent.
We welcome everyone.
Yeah, we welcome everyone. Don't
No Christian, no problem with atheists.
Big Head City in the chat. Oh shit. He's almost done with his cypher, bro.
Yes, thank you.
Oh shit.
Shout out to Big Head City. He's another YouTuber. So that's
Ariana
shit.
Grande, Billie Eilish, Rihanna. You listen to pop. It's all good.
That's a good list, yeah.
Big Head City. That's what's going
Yo,
on. That's what's up.
Mods, give Big Head a shout out.
Shout out.
And weirdo. So
We're up to what?
I don't know.
Maybe Rihanna. Billie Eilish is out here.
So we
She's
should
winning
talk about
Grammys.
someone going back to gaming wise to the podcast.
I mean, you know, what
Top 10
the fans
games.
want to let, what
Yeah,
they want to
what's wrong?
They
hear.
wanted us to talk about Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Did somebody
Yes.
say no?
I
Fortnite is
respect
trash.
I don't. Yeah. So that Inkling asked the question and said it's trash.
Yeah,
so,
he did. He said it was
Oh,
trash.
alright, so we done.
So we can leave that Fortnite out.
I'll
You know, I don't play.
I respect what it's doing. Yes, it's a global phenomenon.
I'll leave you with
It's
this.
an e-sport now, all this other shit, but
I'll leave
it's
you.
for kids.
I'll
Just keep it
I'll
up.
leave you with this opinion on Fortnite. We only did 1 episode of it on the channel,
Yeah.
so that should tell you how much we care about.
Probably just be at that.
considering how many episodes that exist on the show,
it. Exactly.
we've got soap opera number episodes.
That's a fact.
Like at this point,
It's Billie Eyelash. My bad.
Eilish, eyelash.
All right, Eilish.
Eilish.
Yes, my fault.
Oh, she's talking shit about the eyelash.
Lady Gaga, no, bro. She's kind of irrelevant. She's an. You gotta realize there's very many trends of musicians becoming actors because they want that actor money. Look at Ludacris. When's
Yeah,
the last
that's
time
a
he made a
fact.
song?
Yeah.
So
acting
if you
was-
can make it in the movie industry, you will fucking. It doesn't matter. You don't need.
But the song she
Unless
made,
you love it.
but the movie she made, she was singing in it. So
I mean, I used to.
Still.
I used
kinda
to.
layup.
I used to
Is
dump
that
on.
Silver Lining shit? No, yeah, you're right.
I used to dump on Lady Gaga, but
Silver
Lady
Lining was
Gaga,
Jennifer
you can do a whole lot worse than her.
She's alright.
I'm sorry, baby. Lady Gaga got that heat, baby.
Yeah.
Especially for the
She can
clubs.
sing.
I don't know if y'all been in the club and heard her songs come on.
Most clubs I go to are reggae, so
There you go.
I don't care at all.
I've been to multitudes. And her joint come on. She get that crowd. That crowd go.
Lady Gaga's not
But
bad.
she like activists too, so you know.
I think I was just hating because of heavy rotation.
would though.
I think that's a large problem that I have with music in general, the heavy rotation.
That's true, yeah.
They say y'all think I'm on crack if I listen. No, I think you're on crack for listening to Doja. That's crack worthy. Gaga, I mean,
purposefully
she's
doesn't make
popular for
sense,
a
yeah.
reason. So, I mean, I would imagine there's something.
I respect her random because she's on some Busta Rhymes shit.
Exactly.
As far as being random, but there's no
Yo,
substance.
you know
It's
who's
just
stuck
to be
in a
random.
bottleneck though? Fucking Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
She got a crazy singing voice, but they're not using it correct.
No, they're not.
Her voice is insane, but they don't.
Well, why stop the cash cow?
That's it.
You
gotta
change what was
artists.
I mean,
Unless it stop working.
That's the constant.
That's the same
you know?
thing with Christina Aguilera. She got a voice that gets most people out of here, but she wasn't getting the burn.
Because if we was Fortnite streamers, you don't
because
think
keep
we'd
in
be
mind,
making
back
it?
in the day, we had like
We'd probably
voice
be
didn't
mad
matter back in
popular
the
as
day.
Fortnite
I mean,
streamers.
remember Whitney
I ain't
Houston?
gonna fucking do it.
Exactly.
Like, remember Whitney Houston, man? Voice got people the fuck out of here back
That's
then.
a whole fact.
She was like #1 forever.
I didn't like most of her songs.
Until Mariah Carey.
I think I was in 3rd grade when that Bodyguard joint dropped.
Yeah,
Undefeatable.
I remember that movie.
But then she defeated herself
That
with
movie-
crack.
And they had us sing that at graduation, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a classic too, because their stuff still be hitting. People still love Whitney.
We love Doja Cat's music, though.
That's cool. As long as you love Doja Cat's music, that's fine.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta.
I'm not gonna take
Just don't
anywhere.
hit the same vein twice in the
I
same
respect
spot.
her because
Right.
she's doing something different.
You won't be alright.
That's
It's
that Bella.
weird, but she's doing something different.
That's that Bella Delphine shit. Like people just like that off kilter shit.
Yeah. It's good. It's not because it's not boring. It's not that fucking
Exactly.
regular shit.
Yeah, it's different.
It's not
So-
that boring ass garbage hip hop that's happening now. You know, you gotta fucking push the shit, push the envelope, try some new shit.
Which is why when y'all said that y'all were feeling Tyler, I'm like, the fuck?
Then you listen to it.
And I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's not my cup of tea, but I can understand.
right. That's all I'm asking.
Him, just the whole internet crew, that whole.
Hell yeah,
fucking-
they're mad weird. They're fucking weirdos, but
Yeah,
it's
but they're
good shit.
musicians though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to learn every one of their songs just for learning purposes.
They
Like,
got the hell yeah.
But
You listen
yo,
to the production.
let us talk about gaming as this is game.
Yes.
And you mentioned the top 10.
Who's the damn Smash character? First of all, are you happy with the Smash reveal or do you care?
Oh, we gotta talk about that. We gotta talk
I have
about
to say I
Beta.
don't. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I didn't care for
Yeah, she did
Fire
come out.
Emblem
He-
character.
That was
Know what I mean?
that was a troll pick. I ain't gonna lie.
It
It
is
was
what
definitely
it
a troll.
It is what it is.
What it is. You're gonna get more characters, so ain't really
That's
nothing
it.
to be mad about.
It's just the second to last episode of Rick
Sakurai's
and
gonna
Morty
put
season
who he
3.
wants in. It's who he
He's
wants.
gonna do what he want on that one.
That's it.
Y'all remember season 3 Rick and Morty, right? How the last
Yeah,
episode,
hell yeah.
the second to last episode was fucking epic.
Mad crazy.
And Morty was a problem.
Crazy.
Then the last episode had nothing to do with that.
Mad regular. They're like, oh, the fans was like, oh, that should have been finale. You would have been epic.
Like, nigga, we're gonna do the fuck we want. Y'all watching season 4. Shut the fuck up.
You're gonna watch it
Right?
anyway. Like,
This is exactly what Sakurai
That's
did
creative
here.
control. That's
You
good
put
shit.
Terry Bogard.
Yeah,
How
he-
the fuck do you follow up Terry Bogard?
something
I mean,
else.
yeah, it's a tough sell. Like the characters everybody really want, he just still ain't. You mean he didn't get that approval from Square yet? I'm like, how you can't get that? Everybody been asking for Geno since
That's a fact. That's a whole fact.
Melee.
Well, I think
Exactly.
he's probably coming. Because look at 6. That's what that 6 one is. Because it could have been 5. He's like, oh, what the one?
Yeah, but that 6 could easily be Waluigi.
Could be.
Like, there's a
Whatever the
lot
fuck
of
you
things
want.
that 6
I
could
don't
be.
even see why.
Wait, there's another
Ain't
one.
nobody checking for a while.
I'm like, why do we want it? We don't even know what kind of moves he would even do.
He was stalling out. Fuck out.
Yes.
Keep in
Tennis
mind,
racket or
keep in mind, when
something like that
Nomak was an assist trophy back in Brawl, like
true,
half
yeah.
of his attacks that he got
He had the dash attack.
came in this. He had the dash, he had the
Right.
1-2, and he had the uppercut.
But see, I can understand Little Mac. Know what I mean, his history is
100%.
strong.
Lil Mac is my favorite character, as you clearly saw
His
from
history
the
is
thing.
strong. I can understand that. You know what I mean? But I can't understand. Whatever this new character that they dropped.
I don't like him. I'm not checking for Waluigi. Just to keep it a buck. And the people who do want him, let's keep it a buck. They're fucking trolling anyway. You know, let's just put him in. Because if they did, where the fuck is the fucking shrines of Waluigi? Anybody checking for Waluigi?
That's kind of true.
It could have been a
up.
change from Piranha Plant, that's all I'm saying.
That's true too.
I don't like I said. I'm still not gonna get it why Waluigi y'all want him in the game when he only made appearances in Mario 10?
Right.
Like
Work hard.
Kart.
Like, what do y'all really want?
Actually, with Mario Kart, you had all the Bowser Jr. people.
That's
They
a
had
good
all of
Echo.
them.
Dry Bowser Echo. I forgot all about it. Let's talk about Echo the
Oh
other day.
yeah,
Dry Bowser.
that's
I forgot all
a hell
about
of
it.
a good echo.
Dry Bowser for regular Bowser.
For an Echo, yeah.
That could even be like one of the joints he changed
It's
into when you
cool.
choose the different colors.
Right? Or skin,
Yeah.
Yeah, just
they really need to utilize some skins, man.
They do.
Because the skin could be a whole nother
They
character.
do it for freaking.
But look, that's how they did Mario. Then they do him with Dr. Mario like that? Or was he?
Nah, he was separate.
Yeah,
Separate properties.
Even
But
though
remember,
he's clearly
Simon-
a
Yeah, he's
fucking
just the same
Simon and
Same
Richter
shit.
in a regular mode is technically counted as an alternate.
Right.
Yeah.
But they all the same. Everything is exactly the same except what he looks like and what he sounds like.
Well, you could,
So you could do that to fucking anybody.
clones.
Yeah, hell yeah. Just keep the
And if
shit
you want to
going.
make a billion clones, then that's fine by me.
I'm
Make
fine
Captain
with it.
Falcon
Cause
blaze
it's
And
easy.
in North and Captain Falcon is the same dude, except one is heavier.
I'm saying.
And now it's like it took years to kind of change him because
Yeah.
Ganon used to be my main in Melee, and I used to hate what they did with him in Brawl or whatever. But then they changed him enough.
Old man Ganon and shit.
Old man Ganon, like,
hated that
I like how
shit.
they kept some of the moves, like the kick to the chest.
Yeah.
They kept that. I'm like, he needed that. It's like the overhead, that's fine that he kept that.
Yeah, yeah, it was
They
on
still got
shit.
rid of the jab, which is stupid. The
was
jab
stupid.
was his best move.
That was the best shit.
But still, they could definitely do like alternate skins.
I'm okay. Cause I think they're working too much on making new characters. Like that's fine, but there's a whole lot of fucking echoes that you could just release rapidly. Just throw them shits out. Because that's just 10 more characters that brings excitement in the game.
I mean,
and
it's
all
just the
that,
same as when you have when they release a character on the Me outfits.
Yeah, same shit.
I
Except the
wanted-
boys are so fucking goofy.
Everyone loved Cuphead more than Bailiff,
Yeah.
which is hilarious to me.
Come in more than there you go.
Yeah.
I would have
That
said
Cuphead might as well be a character. It's basically him.
It's
that's
basically
what
him.
That's what they
They
did.
didn't
Remember,
really need to add much
Remember-
because he just shoots
Yeah.
from his hands.
Inkling was the same shit in Smash 4. She or she was just an outfit.
Yeah,
And then they turned it into a different character altogether. Same thing, Sans. I wanted Sans in the shit forever. Like, if anyone played Undertale and played, actually, fuck looking. If
We
they
stopped
actually
it.
fought the last boss, then you understand why I want that motherfucker in there. That shit is problematic. That shit's a heart attack. It makes zero sense. That's a different game altogether.
It is.
Chat's still talking about music though. It's alright.
All right, so they talk about Green Day, 21 Pilots, Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco. Panic at the Disco is underrated.
Very.
So Fall Out Boy does some work, but let's see.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish, songs are everything I wanted. I haven't heard any of her songs besides that one, so I have no idea how to comment on that.
I'm seeing the Green Day on there. If I got Green Day, we're the Beastie Boys, baby. Classic.
Beastie Boys. Yeah, we're all the Beastie Boys.
No, one of them died, unfortunately.
Yeah. One of them did die. R.I.P.
I mean, they had a they
had
had the
an
whole
era.
fucking what was it the Lego Batman too? That was the whole fucking album, the whole soundtrack.
I did not see that one.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Lego movies.
Lego movie too?
Lego
Because I saw the
movie,
first
too.
Lego movie. Like, we found that shit outside. It was like, it's a box of bullshit outside of somebody's apartment building. And
Yeah.
we just picked up a bunch of stuff. So let's
books
see.
and shit.
Iceberg got fucking, it was the Aladdin movie and something else. I got a guitar chord book, which is like, that's perfect. And Lego movie. I forgot what D picked up, but
I know.
yeah, I don't think he picked up any of it. Yeah, but that movie was fire though. That movie.
Fire, though. Why can we talk about that? Why is it still fucking great to this day?
Yeah.
I saw that shit the other day. I'm like, yo, Aladdin is kind of.
The other movies are good too. Like, don't sleep on Return of Jafar. That
I saw it, but it ain't the same.
That Be Prepared song is fire.
Yes.
My problem is
Yes.
Jafar got shut down.
All
too
villain
easy.
songs is kind of hot.
Oh, they're crazy. But nah, the villain got shut down way too fucking easy.
Deception.
Now fucking that Lion King 2 shit, yeah. The villain movies be fucking, yo.
Yeah.
Them songs are fire.
Men cower at the power in my pinky. My thumb is #1 on every list.
Keep in mind, folks, Mike does not have the lyrics in front of him.
Yeah, I
This
know.
is from the
Off the dome.
With the cadence.
Yo. It's good shit.
I remember that shit. And what was crazy though is like power scale is like kind of problematic. Cause that motherfucker was cosmic. This nigga was juggling the galaxy. Like, Jafar is just like, here's a fucking galaxy just to show y'all what I can do. Like, now going in, all right, let's get into the game thing though. I don't think I have the top fucking 10, but #1 is Gunstar Heroes. Period.
Yes.
If you ever played Gunstar Heroes for Genesis,
Of course.
There we go. That shit, I remember it took me a year to beat it the first time. Then I used to try to beat it like twice a day. Then I had one in my life, no hit and run that I wish I take.
You think it was better than Contra 3?
Yes. I think it was better than every game that ever came out.
Every game to ever come out.
I can't agree on that one.
That is absolutely fine.
It will be on my list, but I'm not going to put it over Contra 3.
Love guys. Yeah, it always comes back to Gunstar Heroes.
The thing about Gunstar Heroes, besides what it was, like, first of all, let's just look at the flair of it. It's like it had all the characters, they ain't say a fucking word. They were all cool as hell. Then, when I first played, I was just jumping and shooting. I did not realize you could drop kick people, throw them, punch, slide, combo, throw a nigga into a throw a bomb after him, blow them both the fuck up. I'm like, this is not Sega. This makes no sense.
Not Sega, because Sega got some weird shit.
Sega just got some weird shit.
Yeah, they do. Friggin' Vector Man.
There's a whole fight. Keep in mind, the game's called Gunstar Heroes, and you fighting this thing barehanded. How the fuck you supposed to do that? But you can. You didn't realize there was
slides and shit.
And then they had the whole stage like there was a fucking Galaga shit. But then you was fighting the dude that you fought as the boss, the transforming boss, Green. But in space, you used all the molds. There was so much that was fucking great. There was way too much. It was a nice 2 hours.
Damn, we doing 10? 10's a lot. You got
10's a lot.
I can do 5.
I could probably do 5 because I could go off for days on Gunstar Heroes, but maybe not.
Gunstar was fine.
Gunstar, that was like my shit. I fucking loved it. And the weapon combinations on top of it.
Yeah, right.
Like, I remember they had a Game Boy Advance version. I tried it, but they completely got rid of the thing. It's like everything was set pieces now, so you go through with shit, then something happens, and most of it's automatic at that point. I'm like, that killed it. Because everything you did at Gunstar was fire that you did. Right? You know when you go into an arcade mall where everyone just hits everyone with a super, it's a splash of shit, this looks cool, but it's just shit happening. Right? When you play Gunstar Heroes to its max, it feels like an S run in Devil May Cry 3.
Yep.
Like it looks like something I could just watch as a fucking like a video just to watch it. You know, it was fucking ridiculous.
It's a bullet hell, but
it was a side scroll bullet hell that you could just do whatever though.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna put Gunstars over Metal Slugs though. I'm definitely not.
My thing about Metal Slug is like the set pieces are great. Metal Slug is fantastic. Metal Slug is up there in like a good list. My only thing is just again the number of actions that you can do.
I actually like Metal Slug way better than Contra. I mean, what Metal Slugs did, it was like animation, like everything wise.
It had its own world.
Everything wise. Oh, my bad. Everything wise with the animation, the graphics, all that in Metal Slugs was fire. I mean, and I don't think no 2D side scroller touches Metal Slugs.
Not
to this
really,
day.
as far as like animation wise, because the animation that they did was like it was a prerequisite of what they used to do with flash animation, which means they animated individual cells. So instead of changing and drawing everything out, they would have something attached to something, and those things would move. But it'll create more movement than what they can actually program. That's why if you look at Metal Slug, it's way more animated than most of these games. If you remember, there was a Gundam game for PlayStation, right? The Gundam Battle Assault or whatever. Yeah. There was no loading, and it was able to do all that shit. That used the same exact thing with that, right? And it looked way better than, again, any 2D game that played. You know, PlayStation had a problem with 2D game. It's just cut out animations just because of the RAM. They was able to do way too fucking much. So I definitely get you on that with the animation and all that shit. Like as far as Metal Slug and all that.
I want to say Monster Hunter, but I don't know. I don't like World as much as 4 or 5. That's the thing.
I'm definitely having Monster Hunter number 2. I spent about 1,000 hours on each Monster Hunter.
I would say Monster Hunter, but then Iman be like, "Why aren't you on right now?" Because he's playing it now.
Because we're fucking podcast, Iman.
But the thing is, World just isn't. It doesn't hit the same way. I don't know if it's too
I love the
easy.
World.
It's well, here's the problem with that.
No, man.
Because I finally saw Rajang, which, if y'all know, it's my favorite fictional being alive.
It's successful.
If you're familiar with Monster Hunter, just look at Rajang. It's a crazy.
I've not touched Monster Hunter.
I
think I tried it like when they first.
Hard as fuck.
What did it come out on first? Like PS2, right?
PS2. Yeah.
I think I played like that one back then.
That's why.
Yeah, I played that. I kind of played. That was the first one. I played that for a minute. I didn't think anyone else was gonna be into it.
Yeah.
So and then it was when the PSV came out. That's when everyone else got into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rajang is like
Literally
a lightning bullrella that turns Super Saiyan, and it's a fucking
I am playing.
Exactly.
You're playing it now. Of course you're playing it now.
I want to say it's my favorite. It's not my favorite.
That's my number 2.
That's not my favorite. Yeah. Favorite.
Of
It's on
all
favorite?
time.
Damn, going
All
all
I
time.
would say series. I can't say
I'm under
individual
5.
games.
Shit.
Because each game had things that I liked and something.
Yeah, exactly. Because I like 4 because 4 was great, but 5 had the fucking Sega round.
I'll put it as a series. Same thing like with the Elder Scrolls series.
We can say series. Yeah, series is fair. Like I said,
Yeah, I'm
Power
going with
Stone
Golden
too.
Series. I'm going with Power Stone.
Power Stone.
All right, I'll give you that.
Series of Power Stones. That Smash before Smash.
Son, I fucking son.
We used to play that.
Jackfest,
Yo,
2 hours.
Yeah, bro. All
2
day. I
a.m.
bring
to
it.
4
I
a.m.
would bring it to work. Like, yo, play this
Son, I
Shotberg. I
fucking
bring it.
love
That
Power
Shotberg tested.
Yo, the GameCube version of it had the 2 extra characters that was on the first
Oh,
Power
yeah.
Stone. And then so Valdez was in the fucking
there.
big ass arena. I was good. That's all I need. I'm like, you got this nigga
I
here?
fucking love Power Stone.
Yo, and Power Stone 2 had the crazy thing about the longevity. The story was nothing, right? But the weapon creation.
The weapon creation was
Yeah, the weapon
They
creation.
took one thing out of Power Stone 2, Power Stone 1, no, 2 things that kind of fucked up a
things,
little
yeah.
bit. One, the stages were too big.
Too damn big.
There was only 5 of them. And secondly, they
There was
got
no
rid of the
kick
kick
button.
button.
Yeah, no
So it was
kick
just a
button.
punch. So your
no dive
attacks
kick
didn't
either.
vary.
Yeah, it was no doubt.
No dive kick.
Yeah, so they did
Nah,
take
actually,
out
but the coming off, like if you went to the wall and jumped off
Yeah.
it, that move
Yeah.
was added to the part 2 that made it a lot better.
No, they still had it.
Yeah, they had it in 1, yeah.
Because
But he used to do like the dive kick.
Yeah, they changed
When on part 2, he used
I
to
remember-
come down on you and like hit you with a combo.
Because I remember
combo
Wang
kick.
had one where you jump off
Yeah,
the
that was
wall,
my man
bam,
right
it
there.
can hit you
Wang
up,
Tang.
go up with the triple
That was
punch.
Tenchi what you mean? Wednesday was out here, same niggas.
Yeah.
We just crossing over genres.
Yeah.
Nah, exactly. Because like I'm like a 1 main per game. Fucking Power Stone. I play 3 people. It was fucking crazy. You got Ryuma, you got Wang Tang, you got Galuda. Like, bro,
And breaking news, that will be at the Retro Corner
son,
at the party.
fucking
Just
Power
let y'all
Stone.
know.
I was playing
And
with my
Iman
man.
finally sees that Red Jang is a beast. Thank you for understanding
Yes.
why
Thank you
he's
for
my favorite
understanding.
in creation.
Favorite fictional thing. Nah, Power Stone.
Power Stone was the shit. It's like the first one, I didn't even have a main until I realized I could actually unlock the last guy. I like the characters. I was playing Falco or Falco.
Falcon, yeah, Falco, basically. Falco. Falco, yeah.
Fogger. Like, they can't say that in US.
I
So,
played that joint to the
like, he was cool. But then number 2,
everything.
I
and then
remember.
Pride
I
came
got
out.
shit for Christmas. The next Christmas, I was playing until I'm like, I don't give a fuck about all these other. I remember staying up late that other Christmas, the year after, just like still playing this.
You know, that was one of the reasons I got my Dreamcast.
Yeah.
Because I played that shit at a demo. But here's the thing. It's
Oh,
like,
the demo was fire.
yeah, I saw the I saw the
What
stuff, and
demo?
I'm like, as a kid, I'm like, this is the first system I saved my own money on.
Yeah.
100%. And then my pops was like, all right, if you save up, I'm gonna match that. I'm like, you sure? Right? Challenge accepted. 'Cause I already had like $80, so I was like, at that point, got to my like 210, and you put 210. I wild out day 1. Man.
Yep.
Power Stone was the shit. I played that more than Soul Calibur 2.
Yeah.
Like,
I had all of them.
Soul Calibur 1. So
I think we all agree that
Day one.
Dreamcast was the greatest system that never made it.
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Just like Sega Saturn, they were losing money, but we've been through this on like 2 podcasts.
Yeah.
With Lord,
Well,
so
We won't dive in.
They wasn't losing money in the beginning. They were
Not
making
at all.
money. They were doing well in the beginning.
No,
They just couldn't make
they
enough
were selling
of
at
it.
a loss.
they were always.
No, they were selling at a loss. Know what I mean? But they didn't have enough of the supply.
Yeah,
Know what I mean,
that's true,
with
too.
the demands, they didn't have
selling,
enough of
yeah.
the supply.
That actually wasn't the case. The hardware in there cost more than the system was.
No, that too. Yeah, that too.
They
That
were
too.
literally
Definitely.
losing money.
Definitely.
fucking
Definitely.
online
Definitely.
and fucking
I mean, they were ahead of their time. They were definitely ahead of
1999.
their
How you
time
got
for
an
that.
online fucking hub? I'm like, bro, what are y'all ahead of the fucking time,
Yeah,
bro?
they were
Remember the
way
last
too
couple
ahead.
weeks we
GMU memory cards, basically a Game Boy for a memory card. I'm
You
like,
had,
what?
you had a attachable Tamagotchi.
Yes.
For your shit.
Like I said, at the end of the day, that it's Sega fault why that joint failed. So at the end of the day, that's what it really is.
And there's a lot of things that were supposed to come out. They took way too long to come out.
Yeah.
So as far as the games are concerned, I
You know
will
what?
agree with you
I'm
there.
gonna tell you what they did wrong from the beginning. What they did wrong is when they made the Saturn, that you did not make that joint powerful enough to bring to fruition what you really want.
Yeah, that's true.
If you want to make a system, and I'm expecting Daytona USA to look like the arcade, and then you bring me out that trash that looks like that. I can't agree. You bring out Virtua Fighters, not arcade perfect.
Yo.
Then you gotta you knew you messed up, so let's bring out Virtua Fighters remix. Know what I mean, to
Let me add something to that. All right. So based off of that, that's the same exact shit. That, at least Dreamcast looked good. Keep in mind, D1 on Dreamcast looked better than the PS2 version when it came out.
Yes.
But And this one,
Crazy.
there was no justification because when Sega Saturn came out, they came out earlier than Sony. Motherfuckers at Sony, now this is actually on record. They bought a Saturn, opened the shit up, looked at this thing, it's like, what the fuck is going on? They looked at it because the graphics, they were not great, but they were fast, so to speak. Right? Things were moving fast. And then motherfuckers started laughing. It was like, all right, we're good. So the guy made the PlayStation to continuously be able to cut costs over time.
Right.
Saturn, just like Dreamcast, which was actually even worse, was selling at a complete loss.
Yeah, nobody.
Then PlayStation came out $100 less. Then they were selling it at even $100 less.
No, wait, Saturn was smoking in Japan though. Japan, they were smoking.
Until
that
PlayStation
American
came out.
E3?
No, they were still
$299.
beating PlayStation for a while
Yeah.
when they came out in Japan. They
But
were still,
financially,
they
were
No,
fucked.
because
They were on the way to
They
bankruptcy.
were fucked as soon as it
they
came
were on
out.
their way to bankruptcy because you keep bringing out shit that nobody wants. You bring out 32X, you bring out Sega CD.
That was what I was about
And
to
to be
say.
and to be
That's
fair,
what I was about
and to
to
be
say.
fair, I bought all these joints.
I bought
and I bought it. My mom's bought me
There
that
was
joint for
no
my birthday.
games for Sega CD,
I mean,
bro.
Like as far as Saturn being good, it's like, look, in Japan, yes, it was fire because I got that
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
RAM
yeah.
card.
Right, yeah, that
and
RAM
I got
card,
my
I had
imports,
that.
and the imports actually playing a crossover correctly felt amazing.
Hell yeah.
The Saturn controller, not the circle bullshit, the regular circle. You play that for nights and that's it. But that shit was fantastic. I'll give it that.
That's your joy.
But again, it's the loss factor. Even if they were smoking them, there was no way that they could keep taking losses like that over time. They don't have Nintendo money where they can make a Wii U and say we're good.
Nope.
Because they fucked
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Again, they messed that up because you kept bringing out add-on consoles. So now you already messed up the consumer because now the consumer's like, yo, man, they keep bringing out all these systems. I'm not messing with them on the next one.
Why was the
And,
Genesis so
and what
much
you
support?
fail to forget, Saturn was like $500
That's a whole fact.
Yeah.
on release.
On
Who's
release.
paying $5?
It was $5.
I wasn't.
And they were still selling
Give me
at
that
a
PlayStation 1.
$299.
They were still selling at a $75 loss at $500.
So
Yep.
imagine that. So just imagine that. If you was gonna sell that
Hemorrhaging money.
$500, I'm making sure, even if I'm selling at a loss, this will be the best
That
graphics
is-
you're going to get. Sony is not going to come out and have a comparable console at a lesser price.
You thought?
And they had jam packs, bro.
And here's
PlayStation
the thing about Sony too, like their first party shit. Remember when it looks like trash now, but remember when Grand Theft Auto came out?
Yeah.
When it first came out, Intelligent
Intelligent Cube is under fucking rated.
Vagrant Story. Fucking remember Vagrant Story is at the end of it because that shit.
Oh my god.
All of them shit. Crash Bandicoot 3. Let's look at 3 for instance, right? If you look at the draws, it's die stage, you can see it perfectly. When you go on that high rise, you can see the end of the fucking stage. Remember, PlayStation was known for fog at 3 feet or less.
That's so fucking.
But as a Nintendo
design
64
choice. Like, on the foggy
Shadow
station.
Man.
But
Shadow
I
Man
guess,
was a
but you
fucking
play,
worse.
but you play them 64 games on the emulator now. They look great. You know what I
do.
mean?
They
Because
do.
now you're
They
getting
do.
all that was wrong with them.
You're
Now
not
it's in a
gonna lie.
crisper image.
Because I used to play R4 ridiculously because it was the only Ridge Racer game that had a storyline outside of the GameCube one. Why is only the fucking Nintendo ones had a storyline? Which is stupid. Like shit. Anyway, that's another story for another time. But that was the thing. So it was like there was so much wrong with what the fuck they were doing business wise, and I couldn't fucking understand it. Like even when certain games came out, like Shenmue, right?
Japan don't
Shenmue
take
came
no
out.
advice from
I bought that
nobody.
day one.
I beat
Not
that shit
invented
the
here.
weekend I bought it.
here.
I bought it Saturday morning. I beat that shit Monday morning. That's not good luck. I mean, it's great that I played it that long, but I didn't
At
fucking
that
play
time,
it.
Shenmue was a good game though, man.
It was.
Now, if I play it now, like I see all the flaws
Oh, fucking
that I didn't
sailors.
see
All them
back
sailors.
then. But I see it. But I mean, but it was for that time. Yeah,
No, it's
definitely.
No, it was great for what it did, but it was like the longevity after the fact was non-existent. It's like I wanted to play more, but it was like nothing to do. There was no Radiant Quest. There was none of that shit. It's like y'all they put all the meat in that
Side
part.
quest.
Yeah.
I need side quest.
Yep.
That's why Elder Scrolls is kind of my shit as far as like my third series of all time.
Yeah, that replayability.
Every playability is ridiculous, bro. I got another playthrough right now. I'm making a Thunder God. What the fucking hell is it? I made a guy named Pockets who doesn't hit anybody and compete the game without
Pockets?
physically touching anybody. He just hires a bunch of people because he got money.
Y'all don't think Elder Scrolls is pretty much like Fable?
No, because here's the problem with Fable. Fable is very limited is what they wanted to do. Peter Molyneux talked the whole fucking game. I was waiting for this shit to be
Yeah,
a
he
beast.
was.
Keep in mind,
He was on Fable,
I was on Morrowind. The graphics are trash. trash. The actual way people hit is trash. The actual gameplay is not good.
Poor hit detection. That's what we call that.
They're rolling the die.
That's what we call
Everything
that.
was a fucking die roll. I'm like, nigga, I put this shit in your chest. How you not hit?
Yep, nope.
Nah, you rolled the 2.
Shit.
Get the fuck, do it again. Ha! Fuck! And then I'm getting the brakes beat off me like, yo, alright. But Fable was supposed to be the thing that just like circumvented all of that. All of the shit that you're supposed
There
to
was a
do.
lot of hype for Fable.
There was so much hype. So of course I bought it day 1. And it only took me literally 1 day to beat that game.
1 day.
1 day from the whole main story. I figured, okay, well, that's what I usually do. I usually beat the main story, then I do the side stuff. There was barely any side stuff. All your shit didn't matter. You could marry the whole marriage thing. You could marry every fucking town and no one would find out about each other.
Which is already.
I want to see some drama. I want to see the main chick, Lady Grey, go ahead this time start fucking someone up.
Yeah.
Like the shit that I did didn't matter. Yeah. You're either completely good and super like, you know, shiny and all that shit with a fucking halo for some reason, or you're like super edgelord. It's like it's one or the other. I'm like, this is so dumb, and you can shift it so easily.
That sounds like Mass Effect 3's ending.
Yeah, thank you. It's like there was, and the combat system was like kind of a joke. The spell system was cool on the first one.
I like the spells.
The spell system, like you could allow 6 spells. You could kind of like stop time, go behind them up, or do some shit. You can do a lot of stuff with the spells, but outside of that, it was like it didn't feel like the replayability was there, and the hype was not there. Yeah. Fable 2, you could just play that and whatever. Fable 3 was the biggest fuck up on the planet because of that fucking ending. This guy's like, I'm falling asleep. Y'all entertain me. I'm bored. Where's the loud guy? I want to hear his jokes.
Wait, what?
You mean the Lord guy? Where's the Lord guy?
I'm still here, bro. We still on loud.
Right, we still talking that shit. You want to hear jokes?
Hey, you fall asleep at 8:30, then you. Would you like to ask a few questions then, if that's the case?
Right.
Word.
If you falling asleep, you might as well get ready to tell Olivia to come over, Chief. That's all you gotta
That's
do.
it, baby.
Yeah, you won't be sleeping. But
At least you better not.
I hope not.
Well, yeah, so Hearthstone, fucking Set Monster Hunter, SS Tricky. Holy shit.
Yeah, Tricky was fire.
Tricky was fire.
The whole SSX was fire. I ain't gonna lie about that.
I don't know, because it's like SSX, alright. 3, Blur, hot garbage. But Tricky was like special. I don't know what made me keep coming back to Tricky, but
Tricky, I liked. The Tricky was
so
fire.
good, man.
I think the design choices in
I
there.
think so.
It was very hip hop.
Brazil and the fucking,
I like. You ain't like 3? 3 was good.
3 was, I don't know, it was like okay. Because I was just always wanting,
And focus more on the races than the tricks.
yeah.
That's really what it was.
like that show off, like, bro, forget it. I'd have been
I
probably
know. I played
best person in
the hell
America.
out of the first one. I played the hell out of that one.
Yeah, show, and it was cool because the first one had like the 2 had callbacks from the first one. I saw. I'm like, oh shit.
That was the first
Trying to
PlayStation
save
2 game I saw. There was somebody who I knew did a credit card scam to get a PS2, and the shit actually worked.
Yeah,
And that's the first game I played. I'm like, the fuck?
it was a demo. Yo, them demos really dictated
I
the
think,
games
like,
you got,
My
man.
That's a
PS2,
fact.
like my favorites on there would definitely be SSS, Ico,
Oh, he
and
said
Shadow of the
9:30 is where
Colossus.
he's at. Your bedtime is
Dynasty
9 o'clock.
Warriors 3.
Look, here's the thing: if
Bedtime,
you want
we
us to
stay
entertain
up.
you and you were bored, why are you still with us 38 minutes past your bedtime?
That's a whole fact.
That sounds like a contradiction, my friend.
Yes,
But if you do need to sleep, we do understand.
don't worry about it.
Do what you gotta do.
Yes,
We appreciate you being
talk
here
about
as
these
always.
old man games. I feel
Old
you,
man
but
games,
it's
bro.
okay.
Like, I got back problems. Like,
We all
I live so
do.
really hard right now.
We all do.
Shit, we all do.
At this point,
Nah, man, what else y'all want to get into?
Mike ain't even doing
I
it.
didn't do my
yeah,
favorite
bro.
games.
I even do 10. I don't need to do 10.
Yeah,
I got my 3 and I'm good.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, everyone pretty much knows that Super Mario Maker is my favorite game. Period.
Where was it?
But
Of all times?
yeah,
Wow.
I understand that you could actually do a lot of shit.
Super Mario Maker 1.
yes, one, no, because as much as I love 2, 1 just had a lot more freedom to it.
Yeah.
I always
like
when I was growing up, when I was a children.
when I was at, right.
When I was a child.
I remember
Children. Oh, Mike said it right.
he said it right. When he was exactly 1 children. Yes.
I enjoy a lot of games where they allowed you to customize shit. Like another one of my favorite games is Sim City, because you got to create your own city and manage shit like custom shit. So when Nintendo brought out this Mario Maker trailer, I'm like, what the fuck? What? The ROM hacking community been doing this for years. You gonna let me do it official now? Oh, it's lit. And it was just from there.
That shit hit different.
It hit great for me
Believe
because
it. I was like, yo, we can't make a channel off this shit. Numbers. I was like,
you thought.
I don't think numbers.
With that Mario Maker, you gonna be beasting when that dream come out.
I'm like,
That dream look kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, it's working.
Yeah,
I'm the
so
best with the creation games, but that one I might get.
I might look into that one as well because for some reason I just said I love creation games and I wasn't feeling Little Big
Yeah,
Planet.
you don't fuck with Minecraft either, too.
Yeah.
Little Big Planet is an odd one. See, I like playing it. I just don't like
Yeah.
making shit in it.
Making
Like
things
the making, I'll play the level, but the making.
yeah, it's not intuitive.
Takes too long.
I
does
think
take
that's
way
why
too
I
long.
really like Mario Maker. It was intuitive. Like you got to shake things if something like you wanted to test things. It's very experimental. I like how they did that. 2 felt more rigid.
Yeah.
So I would prefer the first game. They already gave you Sim City, Sonic.
That was great.
It don't even matter which one. Any of the old school ones, or you go with Mania. I love old school Sonic.
I fucked with Adventure, man.
What was the one that had both the Unleashed part and the side scroller part?
That would be Generations.
I need to get that. So 360?
Maybe.
I still have a 360. I need to get that. ASAP.
It's definitely PS4.
It's like the best parts of both Sonics. Like, just fucking do that. Like, what's all this extra werewolf bullshit? Like, garbage.
Garbage.
Olivia says, when I was a children, it's my new crow. There you go.
Thank you for passing it on.
That's right. Use that up, Olivia.
When I was a
Spread the
children.
love.
When you were exactly precisely
do a-
one individual children.
So when you do that, you gotta like have the whole flashback look, just like look up into space. And you're like, what the fuck are you looking at? And they still on them. You said children.
I be fucking up my mom's friends with those. Child, no children.
Let's see if I could keep going.
Yeah.
Link's Awakening remake on Switch was actually really fucking good.
Wow.
Because up until that point,
Bird hated fucking Zelda.
I didn't hate Zelda. I
No,
just
that's my Chopper. Don't disrespect my.
I didn't.
Hated. Any other time, I'm like, I don't know why these niggas is talking about Zelda. I fucking can't.
You don't like Zelda? Oh,
I'm like, my first Zelda was Wind Waker, and I thought that game was fire. So I was
Wind Waker was fire. I don't know.
Like,
People didn't like the art.
That's my
style, but
first
I
time.
thought it was
Man,
fire.
here's the thing about Wind Waker. Like, that game right there gave you a reason why people like love the series.
Yeah.
Like the way the levels progress and the way the puzzles like come out, or like you know,
Actually
like
fucked
or
with the character.
Yeah.
organically and whatnot. Yeah, that
Yeah,
shit.
Young Link, that's my Link. That's my true
I remember the day I got the first Zelda. Boy, that was a doozy.
Dungeon Crawl.
The
You
original
had to use
top
the-
down.
You had to
I
use-
never had it.
you had
that's
to
probably
use
why
the
I don't-
map.
I can't
Like,
remember.
I
Crazy.
think that's why I didn't care for Zelda because I had the gold cartridge for the NES. I couldn't go anywhere. Kept
But
dying.
that was the whole point of the game for you to explore.
I did, and I
Now,
died.
now, at the end of the day, they had a part in it that like tripped you up. Like, how am I supposed to do this when you had to like keep going back and forth through the screens to unlock like one of the dungeons or something like
Yeah.
that? And I'm like, how was you supposed to know this?
Until you eventually figure it
Oh,
out.
that
It's like-
forest, right?
Yeah, until you eventually
helps you.
No,
figure
in
it out.
Ocarina of Time, they had another great fucking part where you were just literally in the beginning, you're looking through the forest and like you keep there's like 3 spots. Every time you walk in, you gotta choose a path. Like how the fuck do you do it? But when you actually do it, you have to play with the music up.
Yeah.
Because you actually hear the music as you go towards.
Yeah.
Because you're following Sorry, you're playing the fucking flute.
Yeah.
What,
So, like
what are you talking about, Big Head? We don't. There's no bad words here.
bad word, you mean like children? Cool. But yeah, that's that. Yo, Zelda. It's like they've done.
Wait, what's the bad word?
children. I don't know.
Children's a bad word.
It is with the fucking Copa bullshit.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
Right. Thank you.
We're not for kids. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, we don't have that bullshit on our things, but
Not-
fuck at it.
Yes, children is a bad
Basically,
word. in
YouTube has this
2020,
thing where you have to say if it's a thing for kids or not. We definitely
Before
put
every video.
not remotely.
Whole
so
channel is not for
but
kids.
marketing
So-
to kids.
Because if you do market to them, it has to be 100% for them. If you fuck up, then you got problems. Yeah. So, it's too much work. How many fucks I said in that last sentence alone? That's a problem.
Exactly.
But Zelda definitely did some shit, though. So, Link's Awakening.
You know, that's my number one. Zelda, Super Metroid. I'm more of a Nintendo guy.
I'll give you Super Metroid.
If any game I cop on day one, it's always a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
More than any system, I always cop.
That's valid because one, the game is great, and two, the price ain't going down.
Because I'm not really a Mario. I don't really fuck with Mario. I just don't like the guy. I respect his world. I respect the adventure, but Mario himself, I'm just like.
Well, I don't really like Mario either. I play as Toad.
I hate this guy.
So.
True too. You do.
But
over time though, because you don't speak, I don't really like. I kind of like take him out of the equation.
I'm just indifferent.
It's like I'm enjoying the world, and these are the tools that he gave me.
He's in it,
but I don't really connect with him at all.
I don't know.
But the games themselves, though.
You didn't connect with the Mario 64 when you
No,
first saw that?
Mario.
I know, I saw that at Toys R Us when they did the demo. I was like,
Yeah, 64.
what's that?
what's up?
Like,
No.
They had that
connected.
and Crash Bandicoot next to each other. I was like,
That was rough. That was a hard choice.
it wasn't a hard choice for me. That Mario, boy. My mom had to pull me away from that kiosk. Like, yo, it's time to go. I'm
She
like,
was
yo.
like, nah, we ain't buying a whole nother system. Fuck out of here. Take this Crash Bandicoot and its intelligent cube and keep it going.
I went to work when I got that 64.
Here's the thing about that 64.
I had to get my shit from Funko Land. That shit had a yellow crayon in that bullshit. I had to scrape it out and blow mad times just for it to start again.
I think I was working at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
At that time, that's how I got my 64.
I got my shit late.
I got the pre-order before everybody else. About to get this 64 right now.
Because 64 came out with like 2 games, I think. It was like that.
I got it that late too, yeah.
Island Wings and Mario 64.
Yeah, and that was only 2 for a minute. But it was worth it though. Playing hard, holy shit. Like I said, I connect with the character, but like he fades away as you're playing the game. Like you don't even know that you're playing as Mario. It's like, yo, I'm just in this bitch, and this is ridiculous. Like,
it was almost kind of
PlayStation had the better games, but 64 got
64 was a classic.
That is
Big
definitely
contributions to gaming in general.
I remember I bought Smash Japanese version. I mean, I was like, I couldn't wait. I was like, walking by.
That commercial was fire too. Like they play that so happy together, and all the freaking mascots beating each other up.
I had Smash like months before everybody else.
I didn't get what was going on with the percentage. It took me a whole second. I'm like, why is it numbers and why is it going up? And who the fuck is Samus? It was crazy because it was the full name Samus. I'm like, what? And I'm like, Metroid? No.
Yeah.
That was like one of the best joints right there.
Best Pokemon game was for 64 though. Stadium 2, perfect game.
Yeah. Stadium 2 was not balanced.
Not at all. Well, Gen 1 wasn't balanced.
No, Gen 1 was horrible.
So,
we fucking random trainer with a ponytail using fire spin and I can't get out. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
40 minutes.
That's the reason why they keep asking for Pokemon Snap.
Yo,
Every direct.
The world.
They going to show Pokemon Snap. Like, I don't think they showing that, buddy.
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Snap was
I can't stand most of the Pokemon spin-off games, like Mystery Dungeon, Pinball, the card game. But Snap was special.
Snap was fire. Snap was good.
It was basically a rail shooter.
Yeah.
Basically.
Everybody keep asking for that. Like, oh, is that Snap coming?
But
be a part of the world. It was good.
What am I at? I'm on 4.
Yeah, I don't think any of us went to number 10.
Well, I can get to 5 right now because I ain't dropped Kingdom Hearts yet.
Oh yeah, that's it. Number 5. Yeah.
It should be number 1.
I mean, yeah.
Because that changed everything.
Kingdom Hearts is great.
I got the Contra series. I got Gunstar. Let me see what else I'm gonna put up.
Yeah, I only got 3 also. Fucking Gunstar, the Elder Scrolls series, Monster Hunter series.
The Street's good. Tekken's good. Fighting games as a whole.
Man, I dropped a shit bomb on fucking Mass Effect, but I actually enjoyed the trilogy up until the ending of 3. Because, like, Mass Effect 3, it could have been better. I think they, like, I've said this many a time, I'm tired of leakers. Like, leakers ruin shit. And leakers ruined Mass Effect 3. Because if they would have went with their original ending, I think Mass Effect 3 would have been a better game.
They changed the shit.
They should have changed it. They should have left
what
it.
I'm about to do is watch the real ending and just call it a day. Because at this point, why not? Because I beat the trilogy. So.
I don't know if maybe someone made it. I don't know.
My problem with 3 is that they barely utilize anyone from 2.
That's a fact. And this is
Jack showed up for like one scene.
Like,
Miranda was for 2 scenes.
Yeah.
Like, where the fuck is the rest of the cast?
this is supposed to be a game that culminates everything you did.
Mass Effect 3 was Star Wars 9.
Shit, yeah.
Mad disconnected.
Yeah. Mad disconnected.
Mad disconnected. Because after one, you got Bob, you're supposed to die. Then they fucking took you into this other, like this whole thing, and now you're part of this group with the Elusive Man. I'm like, now you're kind of working for the villains, but you don't know that yet. I'm like, okay, that's fucking crazy. Then you figure it out. And then 3, it's just like, we're kind of good.
So,
Sovereign's dealt with
Multiplayer was fire though.
Right?
The multiplayer.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah, it
shit.
was.
That shit
That's where they put all the work in.
Yeah, they put on that work. I ain't gonna lie, I was playing that multiplayer a lot.
That was like kind of like the first hero shooter because they had abilities and shit. So yeah, I like that.
There were some good parts of 3 though. The Raynok mission where you had to fight the Reaper there. I'm like, yo, like they did some good shit there.
What about the part where with Geth?
Oh yeah, you went and basically played Matrix, basically.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy too.
Nah, but there was a scene where there was that fucking one symbiote robot, and who's that one? Tali.
Yeah.
And he was on the cliff. But at the end, the back near the mountains, that one fucking Reaper just like
that was Raynok. That was Raynok.
There
Yeah.
we go. That was like the best part. That shit made no sense. Like you're not supposed to survive any of this. And then you have a really tough choice. Like either one, you either kill one person because she was your homie from like the first fucking game, or this guy, which would give you a huge fucking fleet to fight these dudes at the end. Like fuck, do I make a political choice or do I make a choice based off of that? I'm like,
here's the problem: you never see that fleet.
Yeah.
I got a question. What's like Berg? What's a series that's popular but you thought you wouldn't like, but then you played it, you was like mad surprised?
Surprise?
Yeah.
Series that's popular?
Yeah, it's popular. You're like, nah, shit's mad, but I don't give a fuck about it. But then you play it like,
Resident Evil 4.
there you go. Perfect.
I played it mad late. Because here's the thing, after 1 through 3 and Code Veronica.
But I don't get that one.
See, here's the thing. I beat 1 through 3 and Code
You
Veronica.
played 3. 3 was fire.
3 was fire.
3 was fire, but there was some parts that was just like, yo, why am I doing way more backtracking than 2 and 2 had
Your
that
back,
part?
but you had this dude on your back the whole game.
I mean, that part was cool.
That's what
I thought it was in the same
I'm over
room.
here, but I thought that was dope about 3. That was better than 2 and 1 and whatever, because they let you make your different rounds. Like I was making acid rounds and different type of rounds and stuff like that. That was dope. Not me, but as him chasing you, like, and I think I had like the Dreamcast version. And I was like, and I'm playing it in the dark. I'm like, this dude coming out, he's chasing you everywhere.
Yeah.
But
There was one safe
I don't
room in
know how I
particular
beat
that you
that
thought
game.
you were safe, and then this son of a bitch breaks through. I'll give you that scene. Look, that's what I'm saying. But the thing is, like, the formula of it felt very much the same. So it's like not like I wasn't gonna play it.
Yeah.
I just decided to wait a little bit. Then when I did,
I still haven't, so I'm waiting longer than you for some reason. So we'll see. Because that shit was all over fucking G4. Oh, Resident Evil 4.
because remember, you
I
said
never played 4.
I didn't really need to buy it because I seen everything from it.
here's the thing. So it's like, remember how you say Nintendo made good contributions to gaming? Like, all right, Zelda with the Z-Lock, for instance. That was one of the best contributions to any 3D kind of melee game possible.
again, Nintendo pioneered all the
Exactly.
all the
Can we
control.
keep it a buck? All these shooters now? GoldenEye.
Yeah.
First one.
Definitely.
Now, third-person shooters, Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
That camera view,
Yeah,
the behind-the-back
behind
cam,
the back, yeah.
with the quick time events in the middle of the fight, even though Shenmue did quick time events first. Technically, Dragon's Lair before that. But before that, though, it was like having it in the middle of the fight, like, man, Resident Evil 4, I kept saying, yo, put Leon in Marvel.
Facts.
And Marvel's Capcom. Like,
damn.
Since that fucking game.
Niggas
Since
John
that
Wick
fight,
days,
that fight with Krauser.
You seen John Wick 3?
I did.
We're going to watch that now.
Nah,
That put me back on ninjas. No. Wasn't ready.
I seen 1 and 2.
I was looking at the first scene. I'm like, he beat like 4 or 5 niggas. I'm like, why none of these niggas Iron Fist?
Why none of them are?
Wow. Iron Fist. Crazy. Yo, mad. Fucking palm strike. It was
You
crazy.
gotta understand, like there's a lot of people that are just cast for the role incorrectly.
Sorry.
Like, do you remember the first Iron Man?
I'm like, any of these guys, put them in fucking... Like, the fucking fight scenes was fucking crazy.
Do you remember the first Iron Monkey?
I do.
Okay.
Wait, that's the one with the stilts and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the stilts, but like the poles at the end.
Yeah.
But remember the one scene where the motherfucker's like, oh, your kung was different, or some challenge shit. He's like, and then he put his fucking foot and dragged it across the floor. Like,
Yeah.
it was his way of saying, you crossed this line, bitch. The dude stepped in, and within like fucking maybe a half second, the dude caught 70 kicks in the chest with no speed up. No, Donnie Yen is that fucking fast. He's one of the fucking
Give
beasts.
Donnie Yen a fucking lightsaber. That was a fucking missed opportunity.
He was in that one Star Wars movie, and they fucked it up. He
That
was
is an Iron Monkey.
Yeah, I remember
the first Iron Monkey. The second one's trash. The second one.
I mean, I watched all other.
Nah, Donnie. Yeah, exactly. Donnie Yen, yeah.
Yeah, but
Donnie
that was the
was
first
fucking
one
crazy.
for me that put him on the map because he moves like
He
a
did.
knife's edge a little bit, especially in this movie. There's that one asshole with the palm, like that was like just slap fucking straight, coming like stop. I'm like,
slapping
damn, this
bells
thing's getting
and
beat.
Is it weird when I get scared when I say freaky dicky?
Yes.
Baby.
Why are you saying that?
That is a weird thing to say.
Unless you're Orlando
Freaky
Brown,
dicky.
I don't know why you're saying anything related to dicks.
All right, Inkling, thanks for coming through.
All right, Inkling,
Freaky deaky. Nah.
go on ahead, get your rest, brother.
Do we want to get into
Which one?
the Orlando shit?
There's not much. We'll just show Rich the shit.
Nah, I'm good. I don't need to see it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, he heard about it. That's pretty much it.
Does anyone know about the Orlando? Should we just say it on? Yeah, we should say it on the cast.
Orlando Brown is crazy, right?
He's crazy,
Orlando Brown.
but he enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
So that was. Yeah, that motherfucker. The guy was on Roll Bounce. The
Yes.
guy was playing Mr. Nancy.
Yes, the guy from the Nickelodeon shit. Yeah.
The guy from American Gods. Is that him?
No,
That's not the dude.
Oh, this Orlando Brown.
This Orlando.
Yeah.
See, now I'm even less surprised. I thought it was the other. Oh, that guy name's Wesley something. Never mind.
Yeah, different guy.
I am not surprised at all.
Different, bro. What is he talking about?
He let him do it. Like what?
What are we talking about?
Like, I'm not surprised that Nick did it. I'm not surprised that he let him do it.
Nobody said who said it was true.
Even if Orlando Brown said it was true.
I believe him, man. Out of here, man. That nigga over here.
He's like, look, I'm sitting here doing this thing. I'm gonna allow it to rock. Like, you know what?
like a wall
Like,
or
why-
some shit.
At the end of the day, why would I come out and announce something like that?
For real. For relevance.
Why would I even come out? Like, how does that make me look?
I mean, I think he look like somebody got top.
If I'm his boy, I'm gonna look at him like, yo, I can't chill with you.
Yeah, you good.
Can't mess with you no more, dude.
It sounds like he just a man that got some toffee. Like that's what he said.
Definitely got some top.
I mean,
What?
prison life? I don't fucking know. Like,
Listen, man, I don't know what kind of drugs your man.
Why?
takes.
You saw the Vlad interview,
I
bro.
saw the
He was
Vlad
just
interview. He was
talking
done.
about
Whose man's is this?
There was like a
Vlad be
big
having you on there,
saying
and
this shit.
Vlad just be disrespecting
Yo,
you
they
the
be
whole
wild.
time you on
They
there.
let him
time.
happen. He was just talking.
He
for
lets
like
you
4 minutes.
go on this whole rant that don't make no sense. But I'm gonna get my
I'm not gonna
clicks.
interrupt
That's
him.
it.
Make him
Get
go.
people to view it. That's all I care about.
Oh man.
you know what? Now I want to say
Only person I seen kill a Vlad interview was a Marion. That was about it. Marion was cool, calm, cool, and collected the whole interview. Like, what you say? Nah, yeah. No, let me think about that. He was the only one I seen that was like cool with everything that he was saying on there.
Yeah,
He couldn't
just
break
setting
him.
people up. I seen the ODB's kid. I'm like, bro, this guy's crazy.
Vlad be out there disrespecting people, man.
The whole thing. They do it for the views. If you look bad, it's working. You know, like,
Exactly.
talking about giraffes and shit. I'm just like, nah.
And he was kind of
Wait,
acting
giraffes?
wrong.
Wait, you talking about like Nick Cannon's like deep throat shit? Because you're like giraffes. Like he gave so long neck.
He said he wanted
Is that what
to
you say? It's a bar?
start a million children's walk. For some reason.
That sounds like
he said there's
child
gonna be
abuse.
kids from the hospital. You're gonna put some wheelchairs in there. Everybody's gonna walk, and there's gonna be giraffes in the background. What?
I wish we were making this song.
I'm like, what the? And then me and Berg both kind of just like zoned out, and then he was still talking. I'm like, yo, I don't know what are we?
No, but I was dying because I was looking at him.
Because I was like looking, then I like zoned out. Then I came back, and he was just talking bullshit. I'm just like, Berg, what is he talking about? And he just kept going, I'm like, Vlad, stop him.
And
Like,
that wasn't good to watch after watching the other video because I'm still dying on that.
I'm like, this guy is crazy.
Sounds like I need to see these two videos.
fucking lost.
Vlad, man.
Oh,
Vlad is different, you know.
He getting his views. I get his
Respecting black people. It's good though.
Oh, kind of like Al Sharpton?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Brand is strong. You don't do much, but the brand is strong.
You can't argue with the brand. Alright, so what else we got? We didn't even talk about bailiff. We kind of went around bailiff.
Okay.
We did not. Yeah. And this one is a little bit long, y'all, because we've missed a couple weeks, so we're just trying to catch up.
We're just out
Next, we can go back on our regularly scheduled.
Yeah, probably 1 hour.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, her. That was a missed opportunity for putting Miles out in there.
That is.
Whole fact. Yeah, bailiff. Wait. Games that you wasn't fucking with, but then.
Oh, series on.
Yeah, series. That's popular, but then I was like, I don't need to play this shit.
I gotta go through a long catalog.
I didn't think I was gonna like Ico, and I ended up liking it a lot.
Alright.
But it's not really a series,
It's not
really.
a series. It's like
It's a trilogy, but it's not really a series. Yeah.
But yours is more. The Zelda was way more impactful because the people fucks with Zelda. You like, bro, I hate it. Or I don't know if you said you hated Zelda.
I never said I hated Zelda.
You don't fuck with. You
I
didn't.
didn't. The first game turned me off to the series.
Okay.
I tried Wind Waker. I played it for a little bit. I enjoyed it, but then I kind of stopped and didn't go back to it. I'm neutral about that game. Yeah. But then I played Link's Awakening because everyone was like, "Yo, you gotta play Link's Awakening."
You was reluctant too. You was like, I ain't gonna buy this shit.
I bought it. Ended up liking it a lot.
I was looking. I'm like, wow, Birdie made a second video about this shit.
I know.
Like, all right, I guess.
I felt this way. Like I thought what's it called was trash, and y'all may not agree. But after Metal Gear 2, after that debacle with not having Snake in the game, I was like, yo, this is trash. It's like, I'm still playing with this rating guy. And I'm like, and I beat the game, and I'm like, yo, that game was trash. I mean, and then I played 3.
Snake Eater.
3 was fire.
Yeah.
It was good.
3.
They would return to form on that one.
3 was fire.
They went even further than that. Because I remember with 2, right? Here's the problem. Zone of Enders.
Oh, yeah.
Came out.
I was there for the demo word.
Most people bought that game because the Metal Gear Solid 2 demo was there.
Yeah.
And it was Snake the whole time.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about Snake in the real game, that is the only time you play Snake. You play him in that beginning part, that's it. And he's a fucking cameo for the rest of the game.
Crazy.
You get this douchebag fucking Jack. I'm Jack the Ripper. Hey, this.
I saw that new shit. I'm like, why is no one checking for revenges? I know what's checking for revenges.
The crazy part that I'm thinking.
I'm like, why you flipping?
I'm playing with Red Light, and I'm like, when I'm gonna get back to Snake. Then the credits come on, I'm like, oh, this nigga ain't ready to come back on the game. I'm like, oh, nah.
Solidus comes the fuck out of nowhere as a boss. Dude, the main boss was like very there the whole fucking time until like the last 2 hours.
Was he was naked flipping too in that shit too.
Why was he naked?
They stole his clothes.
No!
They stole his fucking clothes.
Someone wrote that down. Yo, we're gonna have Ryan be naked.
If I'm trapped in the shit, it's like, I'm getting the fuck out of this.
What was the
business
meeting about?
I would not be flipping it. Why am I holding my shit? Let me kill this nigga anyway. Hey, just give me a fucking sense of bar. Give me a mosaic. Like,
give me a sense of bar.
Someone like that get distracted.
5 for a minute. I ain't even play 5.
Yeah, I heard 5.
I didn't play 5 either.
Yeah,
it's like an open world Metal Gear. I heard that shit.
And I enjoyed 1, 3, and 4.
Yeah, 1, 3, and 4 was good, but I've been sitting on 5. I ain't even get to that yet. My back catalog is real long, so.
Yeah.
For me, not even like I wasn't really because like it's popular or whatever. And it wasn't really my style, but Grand Theft Auto 3, I was like, yo, this shit is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
fucking open world type shit.
With the Grand Theft Auto, I told my brother this when we had 2. We had Grand Theft Auto 2 on Dreamcast. I was like, yo, this show would be fire if it was 3D.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I remember when I bought Grand Theft Auto, because Devil's May Cry came out the same day, and I bought both of them. And I just put Devil May Cry to the side.
I was just doing shit. I'm like, what
I
is
playing Grand Theft Auto 3. I played that drink.
I got
weeks.
I remember hours of just fucking around and
doing dumb stuff. My mom coming in the crib, oh, killing people. I'm like, yo.
Yes.
Just driving.
Like, yo, the street is crowded. I need the sidewalk. They want to get out the way. Like,
to this day, I cannot beat a Grand Theft Auto game.
Is there beating it? Because I don't even know.
You can beat
There's
the
a
hell
story.
out
You
of
can
it.
beat it.
You can beat it. Very easy.
Yeah.
They're not
I can't.
I beat 3.
I
Vice
literally
City.
cannot beat a Grand Theft Auto game because I will get distracted.
Facts.
Like,
It's too much to do.
It's
Like,
too
say,
much
like,
to do.
5. I'm still on the beginning. I'm still on the
I'm
beginning.
actually replaying that shit because I already beat it before, but I'm like, yeah, I need to revisit. I kind of want to 100% the game.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, with any of these games that are wide, again, like Skyrim series and like all like Elder Scrolls series, you basically do the main mission and get that shit out the way.
Yeah.
Then do your because you know we're gonna for a fact we're gonna.
That shit was way better on
That
Vice
motor,
City.
yeah, hell yeah. I actually did the missions in
And the
there.
character actually
Might have
talks,
beat it.
so the character had personality.
It was great.
They gave me
Soundtrack.
points
You got
for
the
doing
motorcycle
jumps.
bike, the little
That's
bike.
fucking
Hell
dope.
yeah. I was fucking flipping literally off buildings. I'm gonna just ride this side, turn around, go the other side over all the buildings. I was just like, yo, this is great.
Yeah. I think the same thing for me would be like Saints Row because I always thought it was gonna be like a knockoff.
Yeah, what is this?
But then over time, when you start playing, it's like because how Vice City was weird compared to 3, how it just went extra.
Yeah.
Fucking Saints Row was extra version
Extra.
of like Grand.
The whole series.
Yeah, and then they got even further on 4. On 4, you're basically playing the Matrix. So, like literally, you get trapped the fuck in and it's the Matrix.
That's true. Saints Row sounds like a game I wouldn't buy, but there you go. You saying this is
Every
great.
time you walk in, you see me doing some bullshit. It makes this fucking ridiculous. Like,
I got stuck on side quest in what's it called? Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
Y'all remember like back in the days, the little cup game? Mm-hmm. I played this joint for like 2 hours. I'm walking in the game, I'm like, oh, who is this dude on the side of the street? I went over there, I'm like, oh, he got the cup game that they used to play for money. So he over here, and I'm like,
Hit me.
I ain't noticed. I looked at the time. I'm like, bro, I've been playing this shit for 2 hours, bro. I mean, this Watch Dogs ain't really that good.
It was fun right here.
I did the mega cheese for the game. Like, when the cops start chasing you, you freaking jump in the water and swim away. And that's all you got to keep doing to get away from the cops all day. I'm like, yo, this gun was too easy. Man.
yeah, I remember.
I haven't even tested out part 2 yet.
Me neither.
I remember
had it
Shenmue
too.
The first Shenmue had a diversion when you were at the fucking docks and there was these motherfuckers playing cards. Same shit.
Same thing,
Same
yeah.
exact thing. It was like, fuck the rest of this game. But
Nah, I
Monkey
basically used
Billiards.
to do that with Shimble, with just going to the arcade and put the little.
they had the real arcades too. They had the quick time event fucking boxing thing.
Yeah, the
they had like
boxing.
Outrun.
yeah.
They had Hang On. They had a couple other things. Like,
Side games, yeah.
That's what's up.
yeah, you gotta be able to do like random.
Straight knockoff. What was that? Was you playing with us? With that, it was a Sonic fucking party game. It was basically
Sonic Shuffle.
Yep,
Right.
that's the one.
Right.
Yo, games up. Sonic Shuffle, we was playing that game.
Here's
Way too fucking
the
long.
worst part about Sonic
Way
Shuffle though is
too
the
long.
fucking low times, bro.
Low time, that joint is trash.
You
I tried to play it recently, and I was like, I say, yo, this joint is still trash.
You need to play that shit on the emulator to
would
get
be
it
so-
like no low times. That's it at this
Yeah.
point.
Talk about bullshit. People was mad at Mario Party. Yo, Sonic Shuffle has some bullshit.
Yeah, Sonic Shuffle has some trash.
Fucking bombs.
But then that's what I bought it because I was thinking about Mario Party.
Yeah.
But me and my brother got that joint. We ain't even
Playing it.
turned that joint right up. This is trash.
It was just yeah. Holy shit.
You know what has some really bad load times? I don't even know if y'all played this. The Bleach fighting game on Wii.
Yep. Remember that bullshit? Here's the thing. I'm coming off of the fucking 3DS. No, the regular DS one, right?
Yeah.
That shit Arxis had something to do with it. If y'all didn't know anything about Arxis, Dragon Ball FighterZ, Guilty
Yeah.
Gear, Blaze, these people are beasts.
They are.
That 2D fucking Bleach fighting game was fucking
Fire.
ridiculous. That shit was super deep on the fucking handheld. I'm like, this is not. It made me even try to
What
get
it- what
into
was it
Bleach.
on?
It was on DS.
DS?
Nintendo DS. That
I
game
remember
was
seeing
I
y'all play that
downloaded
shit,
today.
that game was fucking ridiculous. I used to play Jin.
Yeah.
Because his sword was on show. I used like using people with a knife and shit. And I'm like, yo, this was fucking crazy. Then that bullshit comes out.
Yeah, the Wii was kind of a dub with some of them games.
There was a lot of
There
dumbass
was mad
games.
shovelware, man.
There
I'm
was a
talking
lot.
about fucking loading Tekken on the Wii. How you got loading mid match? Like, you got lag offline. I was just like,
Yeah, they do.
nah. I'm good. I was like, this isn't real.
It's not.
I'm glad it cost $9, but I'm like, this shit ain't real.
Was it worth $9?
No! Like, what? I'm doing a 1-2. How about dropping my own combo? I'm like, yo.
might have not been
They
the one
got
you
that
want to buy on the
slow down.
Nintendo platform.
Oh no, they didn't take that shit serious.
It's not- Oh, them costumes.
It was Tekken 10.
Hayachi had a Bowser suit.
Yeah.
Shit like that. I'm like, get the fuck.
I'm like, sure, Tekken for Wii, this will be great.
I think I got that. I ain't never played it.
Yo,
But I think
what
I definitely got it.
How you loaded
that.
mid-match? I'm like, nah.
Nah, what's the way? I'll tell you a sleeper game though that's actually kind of fire. It's sort of like Pikmin. That what beautiful one-on-one. That joint is alright.
Wonderful 101.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Wonderful 101.
That was fucking crazy.
That joint is fire.
That was ridiculous. It's like a fucking art. It's kind of an RTS, but it's like real time.
Yeah.
So you're moving people around, and you're recruiting mad people, and each one has abilities and shit. It's actually really cool. It locked at 60 FPS, but it's like those characters are kind of dope, and they could have easily been Smash characters.
They could have been Smash characters.
Yeah.
They-
At least the main three, like the red, the blue, and the yellow.
Hate when that happens.
They could have just done that.
Yeah, stop.
All right, so biggest drop balls. And I got one right now.
Wow, I was like, what are you talking about? All right.
I'm getting weird.
No pause. Fuck you.
that's a pause. Shot.
I wouldn't even know nothing.
Know about nothing. Know about that.
Got this shit look like an abacus.
Who he looking like?
Definitely a pause.
Arms.
Garbage.
Arms garbage.
They dropped the ball on
Hell
that shit.
yeah. Why even
That
make
should
it?
have been a launch title. And
Yeah.
like you
should've
shouldn't have had it compete with Splatoon. Like, what's wrong with you?
And
Like, and then Smash came out like not too long after that.
You know when they be.
it's like they set it up to fail.
They really did.
They be experimenting. They be trying. This
That's
is that
pretty much
with this little thing,
It's
that little
experiment.
joint they got out now, that little wheel that's selling good.
Oh, the Ring
A little
Fit.
fitness,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least it works.
You know they always do it.
They be
Experiment.
doing
Did they sell it in January?
What?
That-
The
that-
ring? I forgot when they showed it.
December or January?
Friday, December.
You know why they did that, right?
But so, I mean, people say it works. I don't know if they're gonna stick with it.
That's
but-
the issue.
Yeah.
It's
So-
like
so well.
it's like gym
well.
memberships.
Oh, the gym membership.
Of course, it's so well. New year, new me.
I've seen videos people on here doing crunches with it. I'm like, oh man, you can go to the regular gym with that, man. Crunch out the gym, my man. What you
Let's
doing
see
out
how
there?
long you do that
They need the
shit.
RPG element, man. They need
Nah,
you to
babe.
do fireballs.
That's bad. If you need assistance from the TV to go do a crunch, something's wrong. That's all I'm saying.
My thing is, so they're gonna stick with it, which is usually not.
Dude was going hard too. I'm like, nah, I can't. Nah. That's one of those. Look, that's like the Labo, that 3D. Come on, man. Who's buying that?
Yo, you need to watch Donkey's video with the Labo. With the fucking tape. He's like, yeah, I'll beat the game. I'm like, the fucking talking.
See my man RG35, he was at 85. He got frustrated trying to fix that joint. Like, yo, I just can't do this, man. Like,
Son will be wild. They be doing
Yo, let me get that pen. I'm gonna write that too. What the fuck?
the most.
Yeah. Damn, other games that were like good, but the games that were random.
I wasn't ready.
That I wasn't ready. Psychic Force 2012 for Dreamcast. That game, I did not know what it was.
Actually, I got it downloaded. I ain't played it yet.
I know that motherfuckers were flying,
I'll
and that was
test
all
that
I
out.
needed because I'm like, I needed a Dragon Ball game that didn't suck. Right?
Yep.
And most of them, besides
Actually,
Legend
know
from
the most
PS1,
simple one. Yep.
up until that time, most of them were trash. So that one came out, the characters were, they were alright, you know. But the combat system was actually pretty good.
I know the main one too.
The main one,
The main
Before
game.
we had the ones on the PS, the best one they had was the arcade Dragon Ball fighting
Did
game.
not expect it.
That was like the best one.
yeah, it was one of the split screen side by side, right?
No, this was a 2D fighter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like when you get too far, they split the screen up.
No, you don't split the screen at all.
Okay.
This was regular 2D fighter. I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, that was the old Super Nintendo
the
ones.
old
But
Yeah. They came out with one in the arcade. That one was like decent.
yeah, I don't
Main
know.
one, Fancy Star. I looked at the cover. I'm like, what is this bullshit?
Which one?
Fancy Star Online.
Online? Online was alright.
Online's best game ever made.
Yeah, online was alright.
Fucking, I wasn't ready.
We did a couple of streams on that already. That's all that fucking
I mean,
Wii shit
at that
is.
time,
have
I
it.
think at that time I had like a 56K modem, so
Oh shit.
But that didn't matter because I did that on the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
yeah, I wasn't going.
I was
nowhere
paying
with
that fee too.
I was so late.
And that shit was great.
I was
when
because
Rose
Rich was telling me
running
about it.
it,
I'm like, what is this garbage? I'm like, what? I gotta. And then the character creation. I'm like, what is this weird shit? I'm not gonna pick this in the bubble, but I'm like, this is not good. Fucking played the shit.
That's
20 for 3 hours later.
2K we used to play online and we used to
later.
always the games get dropped. Like, yo, this is 2K, man. All the games keep getting dropped.
Yo, we talk about this all the time. Bad net code, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what's
a
wrong with these
recent
developers,
phenomenon.
man.
I said that Sega was ahead of their time, man.
Nah, Sega- and
They
it
were
was
definitely
good,
ahead
like,
of
really.
their time, man. It's just as a company, they just was doing so much dumb stuff. Like if they would have just went one way and just
They're way too
took
naive,
that
bro.
path, they would have been
Way
straight.
too naive.
I mean, like y'all just trying to do too much
Way
other
too-
systems
Yeah,
on the.
no. I'm like, hold
Try
back.
everybody. Yo, you go 32x. What is it? It's 32 bits. Is it? Sega CD. It's a CD. But what kind of graphics it got? Regular Genesis graphics.
Yeah.
But you just play movies. But you gonna pay
They had that
$300.
one 3D game. What was that shark shit?
That
Shark
shark-
Tunnel?
Sewer Shark.
Sewer Shark. I remember that boxing
6-9er.
game.
I remember that, man.
Yeah.
Trash.
I had no idea what was going on. I'm like, what am I looking
trash.
at? Live action, but then it had the fucking gameplay. I'm just like,
That's what they wanted. They wanted some
follow?
live action shit. They wanted CD quality audio.
Yeah,
15-minute
Why?
load times. That fucking boxing game was just all of
video-
fucking
I think I only had like Sega CD. I probably had the first game I bought was Sonic CD, and then the second game I bought was Dragon's Lair,
bought it.
and that Sewer Shark came with it.
So I came with it,
Yeah.
And I
exactly.
think I bought the Mortal
I remember what that
Kombat, NBA Jam.
Oh, Eternal Champions.
Yeah, and I think I had it.
That one though was actually solid compared to the fucking Super Nintendo
Yeah.
or Genesis one. There was so much it looks like they took out for the CD version. I'll give them that. That shit was great.
Now, CD
Also-
had good fatalities though.
The
The Sega CD.
shits
one.
were ridiculous.
Yeah,
Them
some
shits
good
were
fatalities.
fucking ridiculous. That's a whole nother game.
I was looking for Primal Rage. That's why I got Sega CD. Didn't find the game. So I had the system for no reason. My mom bought it. I was like, I want Primal Rage. I guess she misheard me. She just bought the whole shit. Got home, no Primal Rage. I'm just like,
Wait, what they get Primal Rage on? Was it Jaguar?
it was.
Initially,
Like Jaguar and then 32X get it too?
they did. And they ported it over to Super Nintendo, which is trash. They got rid of all the fun stuff.
You knew that wasn't.
Yeah, and then they had the CD one, which is close to the other one. So.
CD, yeah, it was great.
I never had the 32X.
I don't know
Dinosaur
why.
was eating people.
I don't know why Super Nintendo got the dub when it came to violence.
Fucking Green Blood in Mortal Kombat 2.
You know
Like,
why
what is
they
this?
did that? I mean, they pretty much
They had
4
the
years
best
they
version,
marketed
though. They
themselves
had the best
as a
version of
family
Mortal
friendly.
Kombat too.
You know, it wasn't until like towards the middle of the N64 reign that they decided to start switching it
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Story.
It was literally the whole.
It didn't
time.
make sense. GoldenEye was fucking crazy. But,
Yeah, even then, like the blood on there was like mad.
It's like
minimal,
sprayed
and
on
Things disappeared as soon as you got. But so, if you had the Rumble pack though, some of the shots were mad satisfying though.
No,
And then Perfect Dark,
mad
come the
satisfying.
fuck on.
no.
Well, that was the end of the system.
The,
They didn't give a
the
fuck.
best Rumble.
Those were good first-person shooters.
Perfect
though.
Dark
Without
was
having a second analog to do stuff,
Yeah,
for them to do it the way that they did, that
Perfect
was
Dark
fire.
went
Turok.
so far
Oh,
into the
shit.
future.
That was 64, right? Turok?
Yes.
Yeah, Turok, yeah.
Turok 2 was my shit.
Turok 2.
Like, I'll give Turok another thing. Like for Turok, I'll give them like animation wise on that too. Like they had like some of the best animation on
They did.
64.
That had, like, a whole
the way
world, every
they killed
scene.
it.
That different,
That was Fog Heaven though. That was definitely Fog
Yes.
Heaven.
I'll give you one vanilla. Y'all talking about the Rumble pack. The best Rumble was in Star Fox
Yeah,
64
That was perfect.
when you beat Macbeth boss.
Definitely.
Best Rumble by
Yeah,
far.
basically.
Star Fox 64 still the best Star Fox.
He was screaming mad bass and then screaming in the
And
stage
then the
was
Rumble,
blowing up.
like,
Oh yeah,
that shit
Fucking
was
bass
not. That
blowing
shit
up.
was not like duplicated in any other thing ever.
I used to connect my consoles to fucking radios and shit, so it was just mad loud for no reason. And even my pops just shaking him a little bit. Like, fuck, I feel what you mean, though.
Brought that shit to my house. My son one time, shit was crazy.
There's a PSP attachment, some bullshit I found in some bullshit store.
I'm mad we
Well,
lost
it was
it,
like
'cause that shit
I don't know.
was great.
It was like this whole. It was a case like kind of
Okay,
big.
with the speaker in it.
Yeah. No, it's not that it had a speaker. It was like it had a fucking mirror and some other bullshit, and then you could connect the audio as well. So that audio jack you connect from your headphones to your TV.
To the TV.
And then it was like we didn't realize how crazy the sound was
Effects, yeah.
on that. And then now it felt like monsters because when they walk from on PSP, you don't hear it. Now it's like boom, boom, boom. Everything's rumbling
Thunderstorm
heavy.
and
Like,
shit.
yeah, this is.
fucking monster screaming.
Yo, that shit.
What happened to it? It was great.
It was still there. It's just these
Fucking
TVs
little-
don't know it. That's the thing.
No, you lost the fucking device.
Oh, the
That's
device.
what-
Yeah, I don't fucking know what happened to it. That was the greatest thing
Just
ever.
got lost in the mood. Like,
It made Monster Hunter able to be played on the TV. That was the only thing I didn't like about the handhelds. I couldn't play it on TV, but now you have it on TV. I'm like, I want it to be handheld.
perfect.
But they have a Switch version, so I mean, that's my fault.
Yeah. It's never been as good since, because even the Wii one, it's like, alright, world, alright. It's a different beast, different feel.
4G.
Perfect.
It's kind of
It's weird that y'all don't attach the world, because that's what finally got me in it.
Cool, but I don't know.
It's
Too convenient, I guess.
my thing. Again, the thing about Monster Hunter. Oh, Dark Souls is in my list of top.
Star Fox is in mine.
It's the challenge.
It's a challenge.
It rewards you for fighting correctly.
Yep.
Right? If you go into an actual fight and you start with a haymaker versus someone who knows what they're doing, you're going to catch 3 jabs and a hook and you're dead.
Yep.
Or just a straight, or a kick to the fucking chest if they're smart about it, right? You go into Monster Hunter with a hammer, keep in mind, this is a monster. You have a fucking weapon. You're not winning that fight.
You'll never win any trade.
And the older hunters used to punish you so fucking
So
hard for
bad.
being an idiot.
Yep.
Like,
now you can be that's the problem. You can be an idiot and kind of skate
and
by.
get away with it. Like,
It's like, nah.
dude, I should just build like high defense things with a hammer and just not care. Like, I should just wild ass attacks against Nergigante. He's doing that big ass dive.
Yeah, and you
I'm
can do
not
it.
even diving. I'm
Defense
just like,
is not
fuck it.
supposed to matter. You can't, because you can't build for defense. At least never were supposed to.
You weren't supposed to, but I could.
You get hit twice. That's his most, like twice, maybe 3 times. So you get hit twice, and then you gotta start to heal, and you better run because your next hit will kill you.
Yeah.
That's the way I'm used to playing. You know, like why I don't want to hear. Oh, I took 6 hits. Oh, I built for defense, and it worked. I'm like, what?
6 hits is a lot.
That's
Keep in
crazy.
mind, it's like the same thing with
That's
Dark
what,
Souls.
beginner.
Think about Dark Souls,
First
right? If
level?
you want into if you're running into a room and you don't scan the room, some asshole jumps on your back
Who's dead?
and gets you in the fucking neck. You know what happens in real life? You fucking die, right? So it makes sense that it
Yeah,
happens.
I think it's realistic. That's
It's realistic in that sense. You get stabbed, run the fuck through, you're done.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Don't be running in. Yeah.
So it's like that was
It's
the thing about the old
unrealistic
hunters
expectations,
that I
yeah.
had like now.
'Cause, like that's the problem with video games. You're just walking. Oh, I'm immortal. Like I'm fucking clear a room and all. This. Oh, what? Where's the
See,
threat
that's
level?
why my Skyrim guy, I'm building the Thunder God, and once he's done, I'm putting that shit on Legendary difficulty, and I will see how it works. It may not work. I don't
That's
fucking know.
fine.
It's flashy, but
It's the difficult. Yeah, it doesn't hold you really accountable.
that's my issue. It does
'cause
like
I thought like Val, what's his name? Fucking Glavinus. I'm just like Glavinus used to be hard. It's fucking nothing. Fucking.
yeah. And then I saw Devil Joe. Like I remember how much of a problem I used to have with Devil Joe
Yeah.
before.
I'm like, why am I beating Devil Joe? Savage Joe? Nobody's beating Savage Joe. You used to actively avoid Savage Joe. I was like, what the fuck?
It's like I don't. Do I need this? Do I need this suit? Not at all.
Shut the whole room down. Savage Joe will pop the fuck up out the ground. Nah, just fucking leave. What are you fucking fighting this for?
Exactly.
You know, it's like, you know.
Now there are a lot of the I think basically all of the quality of life shit was good.
Yeah.
All that is great, and a lot of the
I'm
extra
like
attacks and all that
collecting
stuff that
rocks
they
and
act. You know, all that stuff is fantastic.
It looks good. You know,
It looks
all this stuff.
great too. It's just the challenge. I feel like
Challenge
I'm
ain't there.
that's what it is.
Even now with fucking G, I'm still soloing fool. I'm just alright because I'm purposely going in by myself to see if I can beat them 1-on-1.
That's how you should do the old games. I'm like, I know G-Rank, you're supposed to play multi. I'm like, nah, fuck it. I'm gonna do it myself.
And get
after-
bopped,
I'm gonna
and
get
then
bopped 50 times. Then I learn to fight.
50
Then I start
times.
playing with people.
Let me get hit 50 times. Like,
and you go in
and
and
I'm
you can
fighting
beat
and
it
not
yourself.
dying. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
alright. I guess this wasn't hard enough.
You can go in and you can fight a molten Tigrex by yourself while other people are dying. I'm like, well, shit, that's good.
You gotta prove to yourself that you could fucking hang. Because like that's the thing. Because if you go into a group and you're dying all the time, you're liable. You know. That's why you gotta learn how to fucking fight.
And you waste the cards.
100% makes
Yeah.
you look like a scrub. I'm just like, nah.
And you fuck it up for
Why
everybody.
you gotta fight it so you know what to do? Because yeah, these other guys, you know, you don't want to be that guy getting carded. You know. And now it's like, oh, I got somebody else. Now you're definitely not gonna lose the match
At that
unless you
point.
got some fucking beginner with you.
So did y'all play the the new deal? What is it? That ice?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
That's
got it.
good.
I beat it, like, I played it the first weekend, nonstop, but then I kind of just took a break, and then I recently got back to it, and I beat it. I'm just like, all right, you know. Like, my man Iman's is playing it now. He's like, yo, D, get on. I'm just not really motivated. You know?
So, wait, one weekend and then how?
Yeah, because I was clearing it.
how long in total? So you did 20, let's say 18 hours, let's say 12 hours in a weekend. Let's say 6 hours one day, 6 hours another.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then how many after that? How many?
It was like a good month. I missed like mad updates, and I got back into.
But then from that time that you played to the time at the end, how long it took you to beat it? How many more days?
When I came back,
Yeah.
it was close to the end too. So yeah, it was only like 2 missions. And then
So
it
you're
was
telling me
over.
the whole new G rank is only like 12 hours?
Pretty much.
Monster Hunter games are 1,000-hour games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not 12.
You're not
one
rushing that game.
It should take.
You do a
weekend.
mission?
It's a DLC though, man. Well, they did release it as a physical game though, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, because Iceborne is basically Monster Hunter has 2 parts. There's a regular part and then there's G rank.
G rank.
G rank is basically, in most people's eyes, when the game starts. Like how with Pokemon, after you beat the game, that's when technically you start your team. That's what G rank is supposed to be.
Right.
So all this other shit is a tutorial up until that point. Monster
Because
World,
it doesn't matter. Like
World never came out like that. It came out with just that.
And then high rank. It stopped. It was never going to have G rank. It was never going to be the regular super difficulty that everyone's used to, like the hardcore vets or whatever. So
And that was the issue. That's why the vets were
was the
leaving.
issue.
But then it's like, we need the vets because they're the ones buying, costumes and all that
still
shit.
playing it,
So they did that and
Like
they brought
made
that out.
it easier, which is good for mass appeal. But then you segregated the fucking vets, the main audience who's gonna keep playing it after the first month or whatever, Because that's what it was. Like we would play for fucking years, like same game for years. Just back to back. Oh, because it takes a grind. You had to grind to make a suit. Now you can just beat the guy like 3 times. Oh, I'm good. I have everything I need.
Yeah, or you can just do a mission with multiple versions of them.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
the Bazooka that had like 2 sets and like 3 weapons after like 2 fights. I'm like, this is
This
not.
doesn't make no.
And I didn't even have to learn to fight. I'm like, just don't get bombed and you're
Don't
good.
get hit, yeah.
Like,
It's not hard.
and that's what the problem was. And I think it was cool because when you meet somebody who plays,
Yeah.
because we was on the LAR, we was trying to get off, and we met this fucking group. There was like 4 other people,
Yep.
and they saw the PSP, and we saw the thing. I'm like,
And you're looking like
I
who
saw
else
the
has
suit.
a PSP out? Yeah, if you had a PSP, that's what you were doing.
basically, especially at that time.
Hell
And we saw a suit, was like, the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what? And then we just stayed off a little bit, and then they played some more, and I'm like, and we felt that little bit of camaraderie because it's like a multiplayer Dark Souls, basically.
Exactly.
So I think that was the feeling thing with the
we met
Connect.
another
Everyone,
duo. It was crazy.
yeah, and that was like the whole premise of that game. That's why it was so fucking good because it was like it rewarded you finally dealing with that. It's like you're not gonna start boxing and you fight Tyson to start,
Right.
Right? That's the bad fucking idea, right? You're gonna fight people like Tyson, get bopped a bunch of times until you may be able to deal with them. Maybe. Good luck with that, though.
Right.
You know, but at least you may not die in round 1.
I still remember the first because we was the first in our group to beat Black fucking what's the
Black Gravios.
Gravios.
And then Rajang and then
This
Face
nigga
Out.
is just a big ass rock stone drag. All he does is fucking mouth beam you, then mouth beam you, then mouth. I'm just like, bro, and
Now-
it was terrible.
And
It
we
was
would think
terrible.
that, just get out the way of the beam. The problem is that he starts sweeping that shit.
Sweet, and nobody in the crew could beat it. Like everybody, it was the Terrell guys who got us into the game.
Yeah, because I played the PS2 and then I had stopped and then for a while. And then that was my first check when I worked at Kohl's. I got a PSP and I got Hunter. And then maybe a week later I was telling D about it and he got it.
It was Terrell and Terrell. They was
Drell and Drell, they were in there, and I was in
Way
there with
ahead of
them
us.
for one particular run. I ended up getting some weapon that was OP, but I wasn't good at it, so it didn't make a fucking difference. Right? So,
When we surpassed those guys who was playing like a year before us,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
yeah,
might be good
that
at
was a
this
good fucking feeling. So, my throat is starting to hurt.
My experience with Monster Hunter is weird because I was trying to get into it with y'all, but I guess I found the game too difficult because
It was hard.
it wasn't sticking with me, and I didn't think I was gonna like World. But once I started playing it, the channel became a Monster Hunter channel because
Basically, yeah,
I
you
was
stream
playing
like
that
every day.
day in, day out. I was helping people with shit. I literally had a 7-hour stream where I was trying to beat freaking
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
what was
Karen?
it? The Kieran. And then the next day you tell me 2 things and I beat it in 5 seconds. I'm like, what the
I just tell you
where
what
the
it is,
fuck
bro.
were you yesterday?
My bad. It's different. Yeah.
I probably gotta give it a try. I did see it for like $10.
Yeah, scoop it up. It's good.
No, it's worth
It's
your
a
money.
great- it's a great series, yeah.
It's a great
You know,
game.
There's a divide.
It's at the lower price, so
Yeah.
$10. Yeah, I'll get it.
It's different. It's not what it used to be. So that's good and bad. So yeah. Overall, it's a better choice. But yeah, it's just personally, it's
not as hard. It's like
I hear you on that because like if a game it got famous for a certain thing, like a lot of people don't like the new Fire Emblems because they got rid of permadeath, even though there is an option to tick it back on. So I don't know what they're complaining about, but a lot of people don't like that because it's known for a certain thing.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter is known for being a high barrier game. Mm-hmm. So if you're gonna lower it to try to get more mass appeal, that's fine. But I think like the stuff in Iceborne should have been in the base game. And they should have later on.
You already know that
made it higher.
They make games halfway and then put the rest on later.
Well, that's a fact.
100%.
That's a fact. They make games halfway.
You already know that. That's how.
Oh, we can just do DLC.
Yeah, DLC. It ain't even DLC no more. It's just the rest of the game.
It's the rest of the game. It's the rest of the game.
It's not that I want it to be. I don't want it to be easy. Like that's the thing, because like the fact that I want to bring everyone up because it's a skill. It's an actual thing you have to learn on your own. Because like I can't teach you how to be good, at old school. That's the thing. You gotta figure it out, Trial and error. But, a lot of people like it quick. They don't really want to go through the process of, dying.
I think that there's room for both.
I'm back.
You can start it easy to get their feet wet.
That's basically generally how the game starts. That's why I was never really confused. I was confused. I'm like, it starts normal. It starts even, but then it's like, in world, it never gets any harder. That's the problem. It's like, okay, it just stays easy.
But you gotta remember, Capcom is known for making half games.
Yes.
I don't know if y'all ever played, what's that game? Dark Void?
I have not.
It was like, it's almost like basically like a Rocketeer kind of game. It's like futuristic. I don't know what happened. I forgot how it go, but I know
I heard of it though. That was a jetpack and shit. You have to like climb up.
Jetpack and flying around. Like the mechanics, like the flying part was fire, but the gameplay was trash. But it's basically something like when you end it, you don't even know that you ended it. Like
that's it.
Happened, boy.
That's it.
I mean, but there's been some good games that came out. Like I like that. What's it called? Like probably nobody will talk about it. What was that? Dark Sector.
No, I haven't played that one.
Like his body was like a blade, and he like had like a floor blade, and he'd like throw it. Then you can control the blade as you throw it.
That sounds kind of
Oh yeah,
fun.
the chakra thing. I've heard of that one too. I've seen like
that job was. I think that was like one of the first Unreal Engine games, like on Xbox 360 or something like that. When it came out, but that game was actually a good game. It wasn't really
no
that
burn,
bad. And I beat that. And it's like, what's that you playing? Oh, y'all don't know about this. They try to test these different games. I mean, but that was another actually a game that you would assume in the bargain bin that would be bad.
Yep.
But
Actually,
that was actually
bargain bin.
not that bad.
Jet Set Radio bargain bin. What? The guy tried to tell. Left for Dead though.
Can y'all tell me y'all saw Kingdom Hearts 3 in a bargain bin?
Probably.
I bought Kingdom Hearts.
I believe it too.
$5.
That shit is not. I have not heard anybody talking about it. I'm like, is it not good? Why is nobody praising?
Okay, here's my opinion. Because I didn't finish the DLC, but I started the DLC. Mm-hmm. The base game, I enjoyed it, but it felt deliberately like things were taken out for DLC later. Because why were the Final Fantasy characters missing? And why the certain choices they did? Because I don't know if you know the story, but it's a lot. It's involved.
Time and shit. No.
It's involved.
Take your time. My throat's killing me.
But basically, one of the main protagonists, Aqua, was stuck in the realm of darkness for like. She got sent to the Shadow Realm, basically. And she finally they finally found her. They got her out of it, and they go to rescue her friend Ventus. But the time that they chose for you to go do that felt very like weird and out of place. Like, you had me go through all these worlds, then you do this. Why didn't you do this earlier? Why didn't you put this here? It's like they slated things to happen at certain points. I'm just like, why are you doing it this way? And then they show everyone die, and then they come back to life, and no explanation for it. I'm like,
sounds crazy.
Why? Huh? And this day, the heroes of light perish. But then 5 seconds later, we're all back. Like, the fuck? When did Sora learn the sands of time? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
That was a good game too. That game was
Prince
fire.
of
Persia shit was crazy.
Actually, that might have to go on my best games. Because the PS2's Prince of Persia's were fire.
Error too.
So let's flash forward to the DLC. What I played through so far, they're inserting dialogue in the spots where I'm like, there's something missing here. So I'm like, was this the whole plan the whole time?
Yeah.
Like, Square Enix, the fuck y'all doing?
You gotta realize DLC is what. That's the.
Yeah,
that's the need,
they
bro.
sell you half a game.
Yeah, give you half.
Been doing it 2015.
Give
Street
you
Fighter
the rest
5.
That
later.
shit is whack.
Do it later.
I think the Final Fantasy characters are in the DLC. I didn't get to that yet. But
Yeah, they've
Asura's Wrath,
been
man.
doing it. Asura's Wrath, Pokemon, they're doing it, bro. That's
yeah,
it.
Pokemon. They're doing that too.
They're doing it.
You kind of called it.
That shit later. Yeah.
I did not tell you. And you, they don't got all the Pokemon.
I know.
I said, you gonna bring
like
it,
they don't
they
bring
gonna
this
it
shit.
later
You
on.
worried for nothing. Don't be
Txbergy,
mad.
no, I'm mad.
I'm like, bro, it's not.
I'm mad about that. I'm like, yo,
Sounds
they
about
gonna bring
right.
it in DLC. Nah, they not going. Nah.
No. What I was mad about, and I'm still not completely over it, is the fact that they lied about it. Like, why couldn't you just be upfront about it?
It's DLC, bro. This shit ain't gonna sell.
It's
good.
like,
Why is it not here now? Blah, blah, blah.
It's easier for them to
Say
bring out
nothing.
DLC than to bring out a new game.
yeah, but they could have, like,
like that
instead of
move, yeah.
lying, at least make up like a half-truth excuse. Like, yo, we just didn't have time. We'll bring it later. That's all I was asking
Japanese
for.
companies don't admit no wrong. You know that.
That's all I was looking for. They
This ain't
doubled
motherfuckers that
down.
made hentai. Everything over there is wrong.
You're not gonna. So you're looking. It's not. They're not gonna admit it, especially that they fucked up.
Because it was a really big fuck up.
Of course. Just roll this shit over. Just here, make a new game, or here's a fucking Wii Fit or some other bullshit.
At the end of the day, they know you gonna buy it. So
They don't gotta
I was almost not gonna buy it. As a matter of fact, I only bought it because we stream. I was not gonna buy the game.
I knew I was gonna buy it because I knew that because that's also the thing. It was catching fire that people were like mad. I'm like, bro, it's not that bad to be mad over. Fucking all the Pokemon not in it. They've always done that. What game has all the Pokemon in it?
They only did it once, and it was because from the Game Boy Color to the Game Boy Advance, there was no way to like trade the Pokemon.
And I remember that, so I was fine with it. Like whatever.
well, but you could think about games that really need DLC that never got it.
That's true too.
I mean, there are plenty of games that need DLC that never got it.
Mario Kart 8. God
They don't
damn.
need no DLC. They just need a whole
good,
new
yeah.
game.
It's new.
They gave you a lot. They gave us a lot with that Wii U.
It was
so,
it was fine.
Yeah, but a lot of people didn't play the Wii U version.
so they played it now.
Because of the Wii U, man.
Nintendo with the double dip, triple dip,
Yep.
quadruple dip.
Yeah, it's quiet. It's
All
quiet.
day they make you buy their games again. Like that's the only thing I never understand about Nintendo. Like, yo, man, why don't your accounts
One account.
let me keep my games I bought?
Exactly.
I mean, I gotta go to the
you
next
won't
system
buy it.
and
They
can't
need-
buy
they-
the same game.
Apple figured that shit out early.
Hell yeah. New phone every fucking couple months, same shit.
But that's the way, because if you buy it good, too good, why you need to buy it again?
It's crazy, man. One account.
It's business.
I don't know why that's so hard.
Well, again, you gotta remember, Nintendo don't got really that much experience with HD, with online, with all the things that we do out here today. They always late. Remember, they the ones who said HD TVs wasn't gonna do good. So you gotta remember that. These dudes saying all this stuff ain't gonna do. Oh, we need a DVD.
Yeah, we need to
system
prove
for
it. Oh, I'm gonna do it my own way. Fucking Kage Musha.
There you go. Stuff that would have made you. It's just like it's just like Sega. The only thing about Nintendo, they weren't losing money.
Right.
I
That's
mean,
the problem. They're innovators. They want to just be the first. That's why the Wii worked, because there was nothing else like the Wii, and then they put it all in that. It worked. It's like, yeah, like they'll experiment, and that's the thing.
just
It's like
with the Wii and the DS alone,
caught fire.
they probably
and they're
could
good.
still make systems for like another freaking 10 years.
Good off of that.
Probably could.
But that's
I mean,
innovative, you know.
That was the
It's
thing
good
with the Wii, because you know how third parties, people say if the games don't sell, then the systems won't sell. That was pure bullshit, because the Wii itself oversold every single game that came out. There was no game at all that justified the sales of the week. It was the fucking Wii Sports.
It was Wii
and
Sports.
Yeah, that Wii Sports.
That came with it.
Perfect. It came with it. You could buy that and you would have been good.
It was
You
the
didn't need to buy
Wii,
no
and it was
other.
the
I had
remotes,
that
and
for
then
the
it was
longest with my Wii. The
was
Wii
good.
Sports, I ain't even buying no
It
game.
didn't be nothing else.
They really didn't need another game.
It was perfect. It was like literally.
The crazy part is, I was waiting to get one. I was like, I think I was with my girl.
It was.
And I'm like, yo, I called my girl and I'm like, yo, babe, Target got the Wii right now.
Get that shit.
Know what I mean? And she's like, okay, I'm gonna go get it. Know what I mean? But she
Sold
went
out.
to go get that joint because it was sold out for like a good month.
Hell yeah.
I think I had to. I think
We
I,
overpaid. Yeah, my parents, they overpaid to get that shit. They're like, if you want this by Christmas, you got to pay this much, blah, blah, blah. They're like 200 and something. Crazy.
I think I had to go to a Walmart to get my shit.
Switch.
Same with the Switch. Yeah. Rich was telling me, he's like, yo, they got the Switch. I was looking at this shit. Like, this shit ain't no games. All right, fuck it. I bought it anyway. There was like case, like 5 of them shits in there. I'm like, yo, Rich, I got it. Yo, Rich came a little bit after. Shit was gone.
I used to work at a Mike who's right across from a Walmart. So I used to always go into the Walmart on a nightly basis. When the Switch was
Just
out,
check.
everyone couldn't find it. So I
This shit was
checked,
gone.
and I saw it. It was like 9. Actually, it was like 9 in there.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, yeah, you need to get that shit.
Yo,
They
dude, get it.
fucking sat. As soon as you did, I think 3 or 4 weeks, that case was empty.
Yeah.
A good month.
Gone.
I saw motherfuckers for the GameStop online, and they walked out with like 4 bags. Motherfuckers were buying them out just so they could oversell them.
Like, oversell them.
Yeah.
But that's the game, right?
Nintendo, crazy. Brand strong.
Yeah, man, they just, like, again, Nintendo, they just not with the
Good
times.
and bad decisions. A bunch of old motherfuckers.
That's what it is, just with the times. When I heard that, like, HD TVs won't sell, like, what are you talking about? And that's like when the 1080p like first came out. I'm like, you see how Chris this is? What you talking about? Ain't
Tomorrow it's too
nobody-
expensive. Yeah, fucking right.
HD TVs
It
ain't gonna
was.
sell.
Actually, no.
It
Actually,
was.
fucking Best Buy
That's
HD TV now.
We did not look good on the HD TV.
We was trash.
Yeah.
And we tried to play Guitar Hero on it with that HD lag.
No.
I got a 360 in there, and even the HD lag, no one knew how to deal with it. Like Xbox, Turtle Beach, the third party developed a thing where you can attach an audio to it, but then you can use the composites. That's actually the composite I had for the 360. So you have to do the audio separate from the game just to make sure that part works correctly for music games and shit. Like we didn't give a fuck. It was like, nah, you all have it, but we don't care. And that was that.
I can honestly say Guitar Hero is probably one of my favorite games.
Guitar
Guitar
Hero
Hero legit got me into music, yeah. Got me into getting the instrument and everything. That's valid.
You know what's funny? I had a guitar before that, much earlier, but I never fucking played it. Got that shit at Kohl's when we were working.
Yeah.
Actually, at the end of my working at Kohl's, that's what I bought. And I haven't touched that shit for like 4 years.
Yep. Then Guitar Hero came
Then
out.
Guitar Hero came out.
I'm like,
How do I
what?
actually play this fucking song?
Yeah.
Then it got addicted.
I was playing this shit. I'm like, it's probably not so bad. I could probably play this on the real instrument.
So my boy
Not
was
the
like
same.
that with the was it Rocksmith?
Yeah.
My boy was on that, and he had it's like, yo, I can hook up my real guitar, and I'm playing. I was like, oh, word, you can do that?
Best thing ever, man.
Yeah.
That shit is beast. I'm on there like
Yeah, we got
daily.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the PS4 version.
Yeah,
Yeah,
PS4.
so just got to connect it to speakers, you'd be good. My throat is gone. I could barely talk for more than
About to
15
wrap
seconds.
this shit up,
I
then.
think we can wrap it
Oh,
up.
yeah, 4 hours.
We're at 3 hours.
Yeah, we can wrap it up. Yeah, we wrap things up very abruptly
Hell yeah.
because I feel it. People fall asleep.
That's the podcast.
You gonna wrap it up then?
Just Lord, thank you for stopping by. I hope you
No
had a good
problem.
time.
Lord, just Lord, aka no aka.
AKA, you know what
Amen.
No AKA, just
AKA,
Lord. That's
hallelujah.
it.
That's it.
That's it.
Jeremiah 11:11. That's the us reference.
All right. Hallelujah.
We out.
We out of here.
Bye, niggas.